Rid of them pesky emojis.
Yeah, pulled up.
Okay. That's done, that's done. I just gotta make you the co-host. And we should be good to go.
Live. How's Hodges doing? You talk to him at all?
No, not very little. I know he told me before that every once in a while he comes in and sees what we're doing, but he doesn't interact. You know, he's kind of taken a hiatus, I guess, is similar to what Tim's doing. Whether or not he comes back, that's up to him. You know, I mean, you can't make somebody join.
Oh no, I was just curious if you had talked to him.
No,
There is everybody.
there is Dominic.
What's up, Dominic?
Hello.
I watched
Hey, what's up,
that
Dom?
movie
here's
Ghostbusters
Joe.
Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Afterlife. It wasn't a bad little movie.
Hello, Joe.
What's up?
Same old stuff, different day.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm right there with you.
Although it's been yucky, cloudy, gloomy, sprinkle every once in a while, not a rain, just a little misty.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful.
Similar
Beautiful
here,
here.
actually.
Here comes Mark White.
Mark White. What's up, Mark?
Mark.
Hi, Joe. Justin. Dominic.
Morning, all.
So what time's it there, Dominic? 8 o'clock?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. So did you go out and fly at all, Joe? Or
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, I went to out by Mandeville Harbor, and then I did a flight like I did yesterday on Bayou Castine in the back,
yeah,
and it was really funny. There was a guy fishing, and he was over there, and we were talking and everything because the wind was a little strong. And we got to talking about the fishing, and I said, "Yeah, I was here to fly a drone," and I told him, I said, "I don't know about the wind, but I'm gonna probably put it up because it was like 16, 18 max." And I said, "The only thing I'm worried about is getting back in the back and coming back." So I went over to the car, sat there. Johnny called me, so I was talking to him. He got his printer unjammed. He wound up, he had an extra print head. He took the
Yeah.
print head off, put the new print head on, and threw the other one away. He said it was only like $14. He didn't care, like that. And he said he tried after he took it apart, he tried to get it loose. He still couldn't get the thing out. It had melted inside.
It's not worth the hassle for $14.
And then he said, "Now put the other one back, and I got extra screws. I don't understand why." And I said, "Well, you probably put the screws that came with back, and then the ones that you taken out." And we went through it, and he actually had 2 screws he forgot to put back in, but it was up top on the outside.
Oh,
So I said, "Yeah, those they got a pan head on it." And he said, "Yeah, Sam." I said, "Yeah, put those on so the thing doesn't come out while you're in the middle of print." Because the power cable thing. But I said, "Take the other thing apart and clean it out. I'll do it with you." He said, "Oh, hell no, I threw it away." He said, "I didn't care about it." But I had bought an extra one too, if it jammed up again, that's what I was gonna do. And then I'm wind up giving it back to what you call it. I get you. I'm about to give you 2 roses since I missed yesterday.
I get you.
What the hell is going on with this stupid thing?
I don't get that. What did she come on just to say see you for?
Why not?
Okay.
Gitchy.
Hmm.
That's I'm surprised she came back because, you know, Joe forgot the flowers.
Yeah, and I'm about to get the flowers again today because my keyboard's dead. She's about to not get one again. Yeah, let's go see if the keyboard's got batteries in it. That keyboard's been doing that lately, too. It's been wearing out batteries faster. I don't want
This
to
is
just keep
just
putting batteries in.
ridiculous. This is. Look at that.
Keyboard.
She wants cake.
Hello to everybody in the chat.
It said I got 43%. Stupid thing. About to throw an Apple keyboard too.
Well, apart from us, there's only Brian and Gitchy.
Hmm.
Gitchy, are you at work?
Uh,
Will you stop it, dog?
the R100. That's the one he showed me, I think. I like that one. You had it was like a point and shoot. The Canon T7, you'll be really happy with in the long run because it'll give you more features,
Hmm.
but not a lot of digital zoom and things like that. Where the other one, the R100, I think was the one that had the digital zoom that you showed me. And it's just going to depend on what you want size. If you want just something to just shoot normal pictures, family pictures, vacation pictures, the R100 would be perfect.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to eventually learn manually and get into later dates, the T7 would be better.
Be right back. I can't tell if she wants to go out again or not, but just a minute.
Yeah, mine doesn't want to go out. She just wants to eat my cake.
Yeah. To cover my shortfalls, Gitchy, I gave you 12. Yeah, the T7 Canon, even if it's refurbished, should be fine. And if you got both with 2 lenses, if you had 2 lenses with both, you'll learn a lot more on that T7 than you will on an R100. And you could find it. You could do a YouTube T7, everything you need to know, and you'll get anything you want on that. I'll tell you everything. And then eventually you'll learn how to do a little bit more. I don't know. Depends on how much difference the price is. If it's a big difference in price, go back to the 100. But the 100 is going to have digital zoom, so it's not going to be as good as optical zoom eventually. It depends on what you're shooting.
Gitchy must be either on her way to work or she just popped in to say hello.
Well, I covered my bases. I gave her 12 roses.
Hmm.
I know better.
She actually popped in to say goodbye. She said, "See you guys."
Yeah.
Oh man, if she didn't see them roses, I'm in trouble again. She's gonna invade my computer, start messing things up.
Hi, Warren.
They weren't.
And Mark.
Mark, rigor.
Rigor mortis, your stiffness.
I guess it kind of depends
Yes, I
on
know
which
that, Warren.
lenses they are as well. $425
For the
for
R100.
the R100. I don't know whether that's good.
How
price or
much
not.
was the 308 for the
300
T7 two lenses? 1 year
308.
warranty. I think I stay with the 308. I stay with the T7. I think I would, because the other one's fine, but it's smaller and you've got, and I think the T7, you have a viewfinder you can look through, where the R100, you gotta look through the screen in the back. So you're dependent on that screen, which uses more battery.
Mm.
It's gonna be all depending on what you think you like better.
What are the two lenses you're getting with each?
He's probably got a standard 50, it might be a
50 mil.
1750, and then he's probably got 70 105 or something like that.
Brian Gitchy.
Is it?
Oh, actually, it might be a 100
is it a
300
full-
with that
Is it a full size sensor or is it what's it one?
T7's a crop sensor.
Rigor, Akarashio, what's up?
I think both of them are crop sensors.
So the pretty much the standard lens that seems to come with those is an 18 to 55, isn't it?
Yeah, 1855, 100 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1855. You got all the one, because I know the other one had a 56 optical zoom, and they don't, and I don't know. I gotta look at what the R1. I might be thinking the wrong camera.
I really can't
saying-
see the use of a digital zoom with an SLR camera.
I think that's the one that he sent me. Oh, it's the R100 Canon. Never mind, lose my mind.
Dominic, did you know I'm not Japanese?
Yeah, I sort of guessed that, Warren. Sort of guessed that.
Yeah, we went through all that this morning.
I'll certainly go back and watch it.
Yeah, both of them are Canon. Is the T7 or the R100? Let's see, 24, 1855, the R100 gives you 1845. 4K, same thing, 4K.
Yeah, I think 18 on the crop sensor is more like a 28, isn't it?
Yeah, something, yeah. It's more like it's 1.6, you multiply by 1.6 by 28.
Mm.
He actually sent it to me so I could look at it.
I've actually got the 1.6 converter on for mine as well.
Yeah, he got a 75 300 and a 1855. That was the 7 he got.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a 55 210 F5. Hold on a minute. I think I just answered my question right.
Well, a 75 300
Yeah,
would
stay
be
with
more
you.
like a 150, 150 to 500 on real
Yeah,
life.
in my opinion, they'll stay with the T7 based on the lenses. Because you got a 3.5, 5.6, 1855, and a 4.5.6 75 300, so you can have a better reach like that. And the other one had a boy, it's close. You got a F5.71 on the. Yeah, I'd stay with it because your 1845 to 4.5, you're gonna get lower light with the you'll get lower light with the T7.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll get 3.5 in the aperture. They'll give you a lower light and less grain. I'd keep the T7. Yeah, definitely. I'd keep the T7. Just based on the lenses. Because you got a 55 210, 1845 with the R100. And you got an 1855 3.5, that's gonna same lens, but it's faster.
Mhm.
And then 75 300 gives you more reach. So, and that's a 5.6. I think that's the other one was 5. Yeah, the other one was 5 7.1. You got a faster lens on both counts. So based on the glass that you're getting with it, I'd stay with the T7. You probably you take a better picture with it in the long run.
That's a long lens.
Mm.
A 300 at that would be a normal 500.
That'd be 460.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I shoot with a 120 300. Mine goes like, I think it's 180, 460. That's why I can stand at the 30-yard
No.
line and get them on a guideline, get them on the goal line.
Mm. Yeah, I've got the 35 to 105 and a 100 to 300. But I've also got a 1.6 converter as well. So that'll take it up to the same kind of thing. But that's on a full sensor rather than the ones they've got nowadays.
Let me see something. Yeah, the T7 is going to give you where's the specs.
I have got one. I have got an 18 to 55, but that's with my EOS 500, which is a small sensor instead of a full frame.
Mm.
Yeah, the Cosmos sensor, 24 megapixels, 3.2 is right. It's 4x6 aspects. You're shooting raw. Continuous picture style. Yeah, the T7, probably the R100's got the same. It gives you like fine detail, neutral, faithful, monochrome, skin tone. You got some. Read the manual on those. It'll tell you the difference in them. And a lot of them just auto will probably do most of it, unless you're shooting in manual, and that takes a little bit more playing with. Nine focal points. So Justin, Sarah home?
Yeah.
She's feeling a lot
Eating
better
your-
being home, right?
Yeah, but she can't go back to work till next Monday, so it's kind of gonna screw us a little bit, but
Eating
figure
you
it
out
out.
of house and home already.
She doesn't have compensation for when she's sick or out of work.
She said she was gonna look into it the other day when she was at the hospital, so I don't know. I think she has it, but even if she does, it's still gonna
Yeah.
take a couple weeks to get it, so doesn't really help. It's not like it's immediate, but it's alright.
Weird. It's over here. It's like work or play. If you're off sick, you just get paid as though you were in work.
Yeah, I think I'd stay with the T7. I'm gonna look at the specs on the T100. The R100. Yeah, might tell me everything right there.
Is it the
Pull
T100 or R100?
T.
It's a R100.
No, R100 T7.
Yeah, T7. Let's see.
Push the boat out and get a D1.
No. I won't even get one.
No, D1's too bloody expensive. I told you before, I've got 3 D10 bodies and a D5.
Okay, got one SD card slot. Does the other one have 2?
Didn't somebody mention 2 slots at some point?
I got
And
2.
Was it you
Might have
putting
been me.
RAW on one and JPEG on the other and forgetting to turn one of them on?
Yeah, I did that a long time ago. About a month ago, a long time ago.
I really don't know the need for having 2 SD card slots.
In case one
Just-
fails, that's all it is.
Mm,
I had one fail on me once, and
I
I'm
suppose
glad I
if
had
you
another one.
use it like a backup and you have it saving the same pictures to both cards, then that makes sense.
What is
Yeah.
it that Wayne's talking about? He says the T7 is coming Thursday.
Yeah,
he
he
got
ordered that
it's a camera. He
It's
got
a camera.
he
camera.
got that and 2 lenses for $308 with a 1-year
Oh.
warranty.
And it's 425 for the other one.
Does the other one come with lenses?
That was 2 lenses.
Oh, is he doing like professional shooting or is he just wanting it for a hobby?
It's just a hobby.
They're not
Well, then it's
particularly.
It just comes down, does he want to spend an extra $100?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's actually where I'm going right there with it.
Like $18 or so, need that extra?
You
So
can get another.
the other camera that's more expensive is a better camera.
Like I said, if he was trying to start like a business or something, then I would
Not
definitely be worried about.
necessarily better, but newer.
Like I said, if he was starting a business or something, I'd definitely be more keen to worry about the every little speck on it, but but
Oh, it's refurbished anyway, so it should be.
It's gonna be brand new, basically.
well, he's got a 1-year warranty too, so
Yeah. Let's put it this way: that extra $120 might buy you another second-hand lens.
Or some filters or
Yeah, I wouldn't. Like I said, if he's just doing it just for family shots, I wouldn't even worry about another lens.
Mm. Yeah, it's
But,
pretty much
okay.
covered.
This is telling me the R100 is probably a newer camera.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't think they do the T's anymore. The R is the new range they do.
I wish they'd tell me. I'd like to see how old it is.
I don't think the T7 would do video, but the R100 might.
They both do video. They both.
Do they both? Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video on this. Yeah, because the T7s are out of stock at Canon. They're telling me not to worry about them anymore. And the specs is what I'm trying to get. Video is MOV, Meg 4. Okay, now I think the other one will give you 4K or 100. If that gives you 4K, I'm going the other way now. If you want to do video, yeah, if you want to do video, then you want 4K. There you go.
Mhm.
And so it's got a different processor in it. So this is the deal. If you're gonna shoot video of the family, go with the R100. If you're gonna go, if you don't care about the video, you stay with. I go with the. I change. I go to R100. So I changed my whole perspective on that.
Personally, I'd go video on your smartphone and pictures on the camera.
And the reason I'm saying that is because if you can, the R100 is going to give you a Digi 8 processor. Where what was the processor on the other one? I don't think it was even that high.
Mm.
Ah, fucking buy them both.
Yeah, you see,
Mhm.
So David, are you with us?
No, not with anyone.
You're
Hi,
not,
David.
you're not with
In
us.
one of them fucking days.
You know the answer to that is no one with the
Yeah,
Woolwich.
you're telling me, David.
Well, you guys don't even know the half of it. So,
Did you get the clothes sent off to Laura?
no, it's going Friday. But she might be back on Monday, Tuesday. They're definitely moving her mum now.
Right.
Is the mother doing better or about
No.
the same?
No,
Wow.
not good.
Well, I hope that it isn't going to turn into a funeral march.
Yeah, we won't look at that yet.
Well, this too shall pass one way or another.
and I guess I made him really, really confused. You know, because the more I looked into it, like I said, I like the T7. I had one of them right before the T's came out. I had one of the original Rebels.
Wayne said he's
At
just
one point in
testing the
time.
waters.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely though switch though with that to that R100. It's not that much difference in price. And it's gonna be a faster processor. You got one SD card, so you just gotta make sure you have your card in there. And the bottom line is if you do video, the only thing that throws me off on that is the lens is gonna be a little bit slower, like 4.5 instead of 3.5. But the difference in that Digi 8 might have something to do with it, and it may change it enough.
Well, according to the way he was talking, he said he was getting it. Does that mean he's got to go buy it, or
No,
did he
I think he
already pay
ordered.
for
I
it?
think the T7's already coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, T7's coming in, but he was looking at the other one now. I mean, they're basically the same cameras, except one's newer, and with the older one, they're giving you a little bit better lens. But the new lenses may be, because they're newer, may be a little different.
Full cat.
There's a solution for
It's a
this.
hard decision.
There's a solution. Get your
I
smartphone out.
both.
Yeah, what, David?
Get your smartphone out.
Mm.
That's just the fact that the T7 is an older model, they don't have it anymore. That 1 year warranty, they may turn around when you put it back in and tell you, well, we don't have another one, we gotta give you a different kind.
Well,
So you don't know what they're gonna give you.
Said he will have to refuse. I have been confused all day. I will have to pay to have the T7 shipped back.
Yeah.
No big deal, he said.
Yeah, the T7, it was with the warranty and everything, it's probably good. You're still gonna get HD video.
Just
it's
saying,
gonna- But if you got a Apple phone or a good Galaxy phone, you get better video with it.
I'm just
and I
saying.
can get-
Oh, go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
go ahead, no,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna
That's
say
what
a
I was
real.
saying.
No, I was just gonna say a real man would buy both of them. Just saying.
I was trying to stop you from saying that.
Real man would buy both of them.
Oh, he thinks he's confused. You ought to see when I got to sit down and pick out one. Because mine's a whole different level. You got to look at them and say, am I going to get that low light on a football field? Is it going to give me grain? It's a whole big difference.
T7 is the equivalent of the 200D. No, 2000D.
That one, obviously, I don't even know that one.
Because it's the Canon EOS 2000D or the Rebel T7.
What's up, cool cat? What's up, Lance?
And that new with an 1855 lens is £500. That
There.
would be $650.
God, Lance hates that about it. Why don't you guys do a trade, Joe?
There's no way he hates that about it.
Hey, Wayne Bay.
Well, I'm saying, why don't you all do a trade?
Long
You want
time
to get
no
rid of one of
see.
your old ones? He wants to get rid of that one.
He is not.
saying.
Trust me on that.
Just keep in mind, just in case, so you guys might be able to come up with a good deal. You were talking about getting another one anyway. I mean, me personally, Joe, I think it's just the pilot, but you know.
Mm, yeah, that could be the case.
Uh,
I flew that one today.
oh, nice.
That's the OG. And I had that sucker a ways back.
Gotta go get these tater tots out of the oven in about 10 minutes.
He said anyone need a kite? Ah,
So is Sarah making up for the fact they didn't let her have any fat foods in hospital now?
Yeah, I didn't let her have anything.
Joe,
But now they know it's thyroid, she should be able to eat anything.
yeah, but is she old?
he's on-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy was fishing. It was funny. I took off and I flew it and I got about maybe 3 feet off the water and went flying back and by Castillo. I went way back in the back, right? And I'm coming back and it was about a 6-minute flight. And I'm bringing it back. And as I landed, he goes, "That is the craziest thing I ever seen in my life." Like that. And he goes, "Man, I didn't hear it anymore. And I thought you lost it. And you're sitting over there and you're not even moving." how'd you see it? He come over there and he was all excited about it. He said, that is so freaking awesome. He says, I'm 42 years old. I ain't never seen one of those. I said, well, here's my card. I'll have the video on later. You can see what I saw in the back.
Mm.
And he goes, that is so freaking cool. He was all excited.
Mm.
Right. Does
So
anybody
we
want
talked
to
about,
Rio and Bluey?
that's
What was
Anybody want what?
Does anybody want a Rio and Bluey?
Why?
Free of charge.
He wants to get rid of Rio and Blue.
Why are they bugging you?
I got up this morning and could not find my keys. 3
that?
hours. 3 hours I tipped this place upside down. Every
In the-
box,
In the
every
cage.
drawer, everything. It got to the point where the only option I had was to climb out of a window, right? Shut the window, go and get the spare keys, and get back in.
Mm.
And then I do that, do the shopping, come back, start looking around again, search for all the rubbish bags, rummage. And then I was walking out of the living room and I saw in the corner of my eye something glint in the bird cage, in the nest
Mm.
box, in the bed.
Yeah.
Found the keys. Oh, fuckers.
So that's what you're eating tonight? Cockatiel?
Oh, these are sun cheek conyos. Or as I call them, fuckers.
Mhm.
They got one part in this video I'm gonna put out. It's at 4:14, 4:15. They got a man standing by the dock, just standing there, old man. And he's looking down, and when I got there, I realized I was looking at it. It's a sunken sailboat. I'm about to say, is that your boat?
Mm.
You know the video of the woman when she climbed through the window and it all
Yeah.
went tits down? Yeah. Well, that was me trying to get out the window without tits.
Hey, David, Lance said he's got a Nevada. He'll trade you for the two birds.
Deal.
He said they'll fly the same
Who
way,
does it?
out of control. Lance, I know you love that thing.
I am. God knows what my neighbours must have thought with me climbing out the window, not in the window. Because most people lock themselves out, don't lock themselves in.
Yeah.
So you got one of those locks. You got to have a key both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
No, they're not good.
So how far did you have to go for your spare set of keys?
Just the Laura's sisters.
All right.
10 minutes on the bus.
Careful, they're hot. No, don't give them to the dogs. Just put them in there. Trash.
And then I turned my computer on and my monitor wouldn't come on.
He said it's awesome. I just won. It just won't fly in the wind.
Well,
So I was about to kick the shit out of my monitor.
Wasn't plugged in.
No, it's plugged in. Don't know what it was. Restarted the computer, wouldn't come on. Opened the inside of the computer. Just checked all the cables on the graphics card. Plugged it, switched it back on. Everything came on, and my Bluetooth started working again. Which means this Bluetooth dongle's about no use anymore. Let's say.
Mm.
Oi!
Oi,
Yeah. Oh,
What's oi mean?
It means if he doesn't stop chewing my fucking TV, he's gonna die. Back it in.
Do they
You betcha.
understand? Do they understand that British slang?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Well, the fact he's looking at me as if to say, "Would you not if I do it again?"
No.
Yeah. Oi is just something you shout to get somebody's attention.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, like oi.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's the power cable.
So it's like hollering, bitch, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I would holler. See, bitch, listen to it.
No, 'cause if we shout "bitch" over here, it means it's a slang term when you're calling somebody a female.
Hmm.
It's an offensive way of calling a woman. Hey, bitch. No, we don't shout that word much.
Much.
I know what's up with two of the cockatiels. The food bowls are empty, but I'm not filling them back up until they go to bed because they fucking tipped them over. They can go down to the bottom of the cage and eat that stuff. So,
Well, I think this guy's got himself totally mixed up.
yeah, that's me.
Brand new Canon EOS Rebel T6 camera, brand new camera T6 DSLR, £329.99. The only trouble is, all the pictures he's got on are of a flatbed printer.
David posted that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a flatbed 3D printer now.
So have you heard anything back from those people?
Now,
Now, do you guys have a better business bureau over there you can complain to?
well,
Yeah,
They have their own
It's not
form, but
called
our the Better Business Bureau don't do shit over here. That's not even a government agency.
no, we've got Ofcom. Not Ofcom. What's it called?
it's the
Trading standards.
Consumers Association.
Yeah, it's just
We
trading
call it
standards.
consumer
Oh, it's an
affairs. Yeah.
association. Right, that tells the story.
Oh no, they have a lot of clout.
Yeah, they have a lot of powers to piss off the customer.
All the Better
Because-
Business Bureau over here is it was invented by the big corporations to rate themselves.
Yeah, but we actually have a Consumer Protection Act,
Yeah.
which they have to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
you've got legal rights, not just what's it.
Huh.
All right, I had a phone call earlier on from a guy in India. Apparently, he works for my local council, and he wants to know if I have any repairs that need doing.
Oh, okay.
Should have said yes.
No, I did say yeah, and
You
he
need
said
a new gate.
no. I did say yes, and he said, "What's that?" I went, "Your nose if I ever see you." And he went, "What do you mean?" I went, "Fuck off, you scammer." I know exactly what he was after. You start off trying to quote legislation that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Now,
there's
why
a
would
lot
my-
of that goes on, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Why would my council ring me to tell me legislation that they're not doing?
I'd rather just wind them up.
Yeah, but think about it. If you was not following the rules, would you ring the person and tell them?
No, but
Exactly.
the council do have an obligation to do that.
Well, if he was from the council, they won't be ringing me again. He caught me at the wrong time.
Though Kate's pissed off at the council again.
David was in a mood.
Just now they've decided that her contribution to her council tax is £26 a month. They've taken the last 3 months out in one lump.
Mm.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Which they might have to give her back again because the doctor signed the form for the council tax exemption due to a neurological disorder.
No, you still have to pay a percentage if it's anything like our council.
No, it's total exemption for people with mental health issues.
Well,
You should be able to get that.
No, my doctors have done it, and I have to pay £28 a month.
Well, that's funny because she said £28 a month in the first place, but they've charged us £78,
Yeah,
which,
ours is
which-
£28 a month.
which is
for
three
two.
times 26.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, yours is for the final 3 months of last year.
No, hers is for March, April, and
It-
February,
it,
February, March, and April. It's for.
it shouldn't be April because April's a new year.
Yeah, no,
You should get a new tax bill for that, and you don't have to pay that until
that all
you can't start
depends.
chasing it until May, I think.
No, some councils do 12 months, some councils do 10 months.
Yeah, ours is both, but I think they've set mine to 10 months.
I think
Paid by
mine's
direct
12.
debit.
Mine's 12 months by direct debit, but it costs me about 110, 115 quid a month.
Robbing bastards.
Well, it's a 3-bed semi, so it's going to be dearer than yours.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Do you get what you asked for?
You guys pay monthly taxes?
Council tax. It's paid
Council
for-
tax, it's to pay for your bins, your drainage,
Oh,
No,
it's okay.
No, it's not your drainage. It's just your bins, your parks, open spaces, and your council services.
and police and fire brigade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to pay for your drainage because the drainage is council, not water board.
Oh, your drainage should be your water board because
No,
our drainage is Essex and Suffolk,
drainage
and
is
our
council.
water is Anglian.
Drainage is council.
You're about
It's
street drains.
Well, street drains and house drainage.
No, our house drainage is definitely the water company.
No, it's not. Believe me.
No, I can assure you it is. I have to
I
pay.
worked in the main drainage section at
I have two
Tameside
bills.
for a while. All sewers are council, whether they be surface water or foul. The only thing that your water board is involved in is the water supply.
I think that's what property taxes pay over here. I think that's what that
Yeah.
pays. So that's what pays for your trash and all that.
Yeah,
Your
it's probably
sewer.
the same kind of thing. Yeah,
There
it
you
used
go.
to be. It used to be called the rates over here, and then they changed it to council tax.
Yeah.
But normally you pay once a year. Sometimes in certain places like Port Paul is, you pay
Hang on,
twice a
Mark.
year.
Most sewers are public owned and are maintained by your water company.
Well, maybe it's different in each
Now,
section you guys are
this
in.
is citizens' advice. It's the whole UK.
Well, I worked for the main drainage department in Tameside Council, and we did all the maintenance. Every council has a main drainage department.
Well, ours doesn't.
It's part of the city engineers.
Well, actually, no, they do have a drainage department. It's drain the council funds department because that seems to go down the drain quite often.
Yeah, no, it's a part of the city engineers department.
Yeah, well, it's now under your count. It's under your water rates.
Where'd Paul go?
Well, it
I don't
wasn't.
know.
Walked off.
Why?
I got something I want to show, but I want to wait till he gets back here. Because
He
I am
didn't
totally
say-
confused now.
He didn't say he was taking off anywhere, so he should.
All right. He might have, he's probably going to play with something.
The water treatment works that deals with the sewage at the other end might well be the water board.
Definitely, 100%.
But the actual sewer that carries it is the council.
No, it's Essex and Suffolk because they fucking digging up everywhere around here. Putting new
Yeah,
drains.
I'll be right back. I gotta make a phone call.
What's up, Jonathan?
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, they built, you know how they put the little concrete thing around the drain and then put the drain on top? Yeah, they've done that in the middle of a road.
You mean a gully pot and then a gully? Or do you
No.
mean a manhole and then a manhole
Around the
cover?
manhole cut where the drain is, they put the concrete and then the drain sits onto the concrete and locks in place at the side of the
No.
road.
No,
Yes.
there is a gully pot underneath that grating, and then there is a pipe going to the main sewer down the middle of the road.
Right. Now, you know the hole. Around the hole, they put a concrete block, to sit the drain on. So the drain balances and doesn't disappear. Right?
Well, actually,
Our
they
local
bed it.
water company,
They're supposed to bed it in concrete.
yeah, well, our water company put the concrete down, the drain in it, allowing it to set like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But then some idiot decided to open the road and the bus went along and took every freaking one of them out.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then they had to come back the next day and drill the whole fucking lot out.
I had to go out and do it, David. I had to feed the bird. I had to fill the bird feeder.
No, okay.
For the squirrels.
No, the squirrels get their peanuts. They get that separately. My squirrels don't go into the bird feeder, and the birds don't go into the peanuts. So,
No, that's not true, is it, Paul?
Yeah, no,
Them
that won't be true.
them pesky blue jays.
oh yeah, every once in a while I get some blue jays that grab a peanut, but not
Don't
very
forget the
often.
chipmunks.
Chipmunks. I haven't seen that. I had a couple of chipmunks around here last fall, but I haven't seen any.
You want to see what's going on with this bloody magpie and the cats at that house? I am sure that magpie's got a death wish because it now sits on the window of the upstairs window and it pecks the window, and you see all the cats on the window ledge going, and it's just sat there going peck, peck, peck.
Yeah.
One of these days, one of them cats is going to jump through that window and just smash the glass and take it out. But you little fucker.
The I
And I
see
think someone,
Ken Herron's out on the internet touting the fact that he met Kenny Rogers at the AMA event.
Oh, great.
Good for him. Good for
Yeah.
you.
who's Kenny Rogers?
A singer,
Hey, Rogers is.
A singer?
a country singer.
Yep.
No.
David says, what country?
I feel bad for Kenny Rogers. He
Yeah, I
had to
would
go
too.
through that.
Well, I'm going to
So-
be honest. It's not something I'm interested in because I don't do.
Like I said, I feel bad for Kenny Rogers for having to go through that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jonathan
One
is
more.
right. He says here, at least, trash pickup and everything is all included in my water bill.
Well, it depends. Like
Your water
here,
bill.
your sewage and your trash are covered by your property taxes every year.
Water and sewer and all that stuff is covered.
But water is paid separate. That's a separate bill every month.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
water
sewage
bill.
and trash.
I still pay the city, and the city pays for the trash pickup.
Right. It's a little different everywhere. Like I said, here it's just
Mm.
trash, recycle, and sewer is covered by your property tax. But your
Yeah.
water's paid separate, your electric's paid separate.
But our council tax also includes money towards the police and
And
the
fire brigade.
fire department.
And then I don't think we pay property taxes here twice a year like you do, Paul. There's no like winter
And
tax.
we have a
like
summer
you do.
tax and a winter tax. The summer tax is really high. The winter tax is,
Wait,
very
oh,
low.
Paul, wait till your city figures out there's 2 more seasons.
yeah.
Oh no.
And they decide to charge you a spring tax and a fall tax.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know that's coming pretty soon.
But anyway.
You know what
No.
makes me laugh about this country? Back in the 90s, when they brought out the council tax, at first they brought out the poll tax, and the whole country got
That's
up
right.
in arms, and they were
Yeah, I
like,
remember
"No,
that.
no, we're not having the poll tax," and they all went
Yeah,
out.
I remember.
Riot
I remember that.
everywhere. And then the Tory government went, "Tell you what, we won't bring out the poll tax. We scrapped the poll tax. We don't want your riots." 2 weeks later, they brought out the council tax.
Council
What's the
tax.
council tax?
Exactly the same, just a different name.
Yeah, what's the council tax? It's just a fucking poll tax under a different name.
Yeah.
And everybody bought it.
But the amount you pay is dependent on the value of your property 30 odd years ago.
Yeah.
Tom,
They've not changed it.
No, they change ours every
So-
year.
So it goes up every year, but the
Yeah, it never
band
goes down.
that you're in doesn't change
Yeah.
according to what the value of your house is now. It's still based on what it was 30 odd years ago.
Which is
No,
impressive
because
when they're building new houses.
I get a reassessment of my property every year. About
Yeah, no,
what
we
the
don't.
Current,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
current value of my property.
Yeah, we don't.
But, yeah, there's a
Which is
reason-
good, because when I bought my house 28 years ago, 27 years ago, it cost me £49,500,
Louis,
and now it's worth
Louis.
£200,000.
Hey, Paul, y'all sitting down for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember I told you about what's going on? They took my Q1 status away. Well,
Yeah.
now I gotta start paying all that money, right? So
Uh-huh.
I get the letter on dated April 2nd saying the state will no longer pay for Part B. I set up an appointment last week, got all the new insurance set up and everything, right? So
Uh-huh.
last Wednesday, I set all that up, got everything new done. I get a letter today saying April 18th, the state of Louisiana will now pay for your Medicare insurance.
And that's because they've put the amount up that you need to earn, and you're
Yeah,
earning
so I got that.
no
I
longer
just called,
exceed that amount.
But
Yeah.
you did all that paperwork.
yeah, I did all that stuff and everything. I put an appeal in, never heard anything about an appeal. They never did ask me any questions. She asked me, she says, why are you appealing? I said, because of my insurance. If I have to pay my co-pays and I have to do all this, it's gonna be in excess of a third of a month. Plus my medications I'm gonna have to pay for and everything else. That's what I told her, right? So maybe she wrote it all down and they approved it on that. And I just told Anthony, my agent, that's the buddy of mine, and he started laughing. He says, send me a copy of the letter. He said, because I'll double check it tomorrow. He said, because we got to put you back on the program you had.
Yeah.
He said, it's not going to expire, but it might not expire, but we got to take you off the one you're on now. You know,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mm.
Telling
But
you what a
the good
refund.
news
for
is, if this
the-
is true, I get my $175 a month back.
I'm just going to say,
Actually,
telling you what a
I get
refund.
I get $285 a month back. Because that's how much a month I would be losing if I lose that for $21.
Now,
Oh, here
Hey,
we go again.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
take a note of the figure that you have to stay under for next year. And don't go over it.
Well, you
Well-
don't have to worry about that shit. Because you want to hear the funny part about it? This is the funny part about it. Based on me getting that Social Security and based on the differences with the deductions and everything, all I had on there was $21, which told me you didn't have to file taxes.
Yeah.
The amount wasn't just $21, but the amount I had in there still was under the amount that I had to file taxes for. And being on Social Security, I didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't have to file taxes, period. Like that.
Mm.
But they did it solely off of the Social Security letter.
Mhm.
So it had nothing to do with me. So maybe they all of a sudden got a thing from the government saying, since the Social Security went 8%, y'all got to go up 8%, you know?
Mm.
Or the state did that. So either way, if it stays the same, you see I got $112 benefit every month that I could use for whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And plus they paid the $175. So you're talking $187 a month, $287 a month. I would lose because of that $21.
Yeah.
So if I get that back, I'm gonna go to church. I go to church anyway here with the TV with
And put-
my watch all the
Good for
time.
you,
Yeah.
Joe.
But I'm gonna have to go over to Church of the King this time.
You go
I'm
to
gonna
church.
I tell my daughter, go to church.
Put $1 in the plate.
I put $20 in a plate.
I'll make it 21. Got to do it right.
So the other question is, I haven't looked at my emails today. They ought to send me an email about it too.
Yeah.
But that's Anthony just started laughing. He said, I'll look at it tonight, and then I'll check tomorrow and make sure your Q1 says it's good. And then I'll go ahead and we'll get together and fix it again. You know?
He don't mind because that means he gets to charge him twice for doing it.
Well, he makes money on me whether I'm doing it or not.
Mm.
That's crazy. And then that's a good point of my day. I'll show you my bad part of the day. I finally get to know. I was about to go to America's Best where I got my glasses at, and have a fit with them because and I actually think they overcharged me because I looked at the policy, and I'm gonna write a letter to them, and I'm gonna try to see what's going on with this. I think they overcharged me, but because Johnny said something, he's got the same insurance, and Johnny said he doesn't have to pay for anything because it gives him $300 a year on glasses, and it covers the tint, everything on it, right? They told me it only covered the frames, and I looked at the policy real good, and it says to include tint and everything else. So they charged me separate for the tint and everything,
All right. Yeah.
right?
Kate.
So you see, that's where my problem's at.
Kate still has glasses because she's on a kind of Social Security.
Yeah.
Joe, if you have questions about insurance, just call Sarah. She'll break that shit down. She can actually look it up for you.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
Yeah, all that covers is the frames. You have to pay for the lenses and any coatings there.
Sarah will actually look at it and be able to tell you maybe there's a certain stipulation in your insurance or something like that.
Yeah,
But
because
she
when I
knows
read
how to
it,
read that. So
well, I'll do a screenshot and send it to you.
Mark,
Yeah,
have you seen the new van they've got on the UK
she knows
roads?
how to read all that technical
No,
language.
no,
Yeah.
don't think so.
Look at that.
Hang on, I
It can
wasn't
see
looking.
you where driving without a seatbelt or using your mobile phone from a mile away.
Wow.
It actually goes 3 times higher than that.
That's a telescopic mask coming out of the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they literally just
You know
they
what?
can't get anywhere. Raise
Do you
it
know
up.
what they use? Yeah. Do you know what they use them for in Manchester?
Go on.
Bus lanes.
For what?
Bus lanes.
Oh yeah.
Although
but
they tend to be a smart car rather than a van.
Oh, they,
Yeah, but
Our council
Justin, that
actually got
wasn't the
done.
best.
our council had a car that used to go around with a camera on
What?
the top,
Let me
catching
get
up
this.
illegal parkers.
Would you send me it?
Yeah, no, I
Um,
didn't send it yet. I'll get it to you. I gotta go
Oh,
find it.
just send it to Sarah and I'll tell her. Do you have her on Facebook?
I'll go look. I probably do.
Yeah, if you do, just send it to her, because like I said, she'll be able to read through all the technical language and tell you what it covers.
Yeah, it's one little paragraph. It says what
Yeah,
it
and
includes.
she's not back to work until Monday, so she's got plenty of time
Yeah,
to
I'm
do
not in a
stuff.
hurry to give it to her. But I'll show you what the really thing was that got me mad. So I finally got they did a contact fitting
Mhm.
so that they were gonna get sample contacts in for me to check to see if I wanted to wear contacts, right?
Oh yeah, you
So-
said that. Yeah.
Yeah, they charged me $50 for that exam. So I had to pay that $50, okay? And so they
I'll
call me,
claim
they
that
say your
back.
contacts are in. I walk in there, this is what they hand me. They hand me 2 contacts. It says right or left, hand it to me and say, here you go. They said it was a trial, right? I said, yeah. And they said, okay, here you go. I said,
Would-
do I get a case or do I get saline solution? They said, no.
No, they should give you a case and a bottle of saline, and they should
Yeah.
also show you how to do it.
Oh yeah, nothing.
now,
So
Joe,
I'm gonna let them know. I
Yeah,
don't
dude,
appreciate
that eye
it.
doctor sounds really shady, dude.
No, it wasn't an eye doctor, it was the people, you know?
The opticians. Well,
Yeah, but the way that
they have
office
an
is being ran,
optician, but the rest of them are all.
Yeah,
bloody
it's not being right. So we're gonna have a,
Joe,
yeah.
what Justin forgot to tell you was you need to put them contact lenses in before he sends you the small print on Sarah checking it, where it tells you it charges you $1,000 an hour.
No, but I laughed when I saw that. I said, okay, thanks. I stuck it in my pocket. You know, I've worn before, so I know how to do them. You know, it's like, it's not the point. But
But-
I've actually got a case in saline, but that's not the point either.
but this is the thing
You
though,
know?
Joe, is like, Sarah used to work for an eye doctor for years. And
Yeah, they gotta
whenever
make sure they
somebody-
fit you right and everything else.
Right, and whenever you get a new pair of glasses, a new pair of contacts, you come in, you get fitted, they show you how to use them, even if you know how to use them, they'll still have you sit down and go through it with them. If they
They
didn't do
are
any of that with you,
Nah,
then
geez.
something's
They
wrong.
are
No.
supposed to put
Nothing.
a dye in your eye, put the lenses in, and then check with ultraviolet to make sure that they fit snugly and there are no parts
Yeah.
That's
where
what I'm
there's
saying. That's what they used
a
to
pile
do.
of liquid behind it. Yeah.
That's what they had. Sarah's, when she worked for the 2 different eye doctors, they both required you come in, you get a fitting and you get checked. And so that's just weird that they'd hand it to you and be like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, I'll
And
give them a
they
call
always
tomorrow.
give you, they always give you a little customary case and bottle, like a sample bottle to go with it.
But a lot of the soft ones now are disposable ones, and you wear them for a day
But
and then throw them away.
a lot of insurance companies don't even cover contacts because they consider it a not a necessity. They consider that
Yeah.
a want. Because
Yep.
you're just trying to get rid of your glasses so you don't have to wear them. So they look at it as
Mhm.
as more of a want than a necessity. They'd rather you just get a pair of glasses every year or 2.
Mm.
And then instead of them having to pay for contacts every, so often.
Well, next year I'm going to the one Johnny goes to because he said he goes in there, he gets 2 $50 frames, the cheap frames. And these cheap frames, they do all the lenses, all the covering, all the stuff on the coatings on it, and he never pays a thing because he's got $300 covered. That's what he said.
Mm.
Then that's
And that's what
I'm
mine
saying.
says, same insurance. So
And
they
this is what I'm
they
s-
upcharge me somewhere.
this is what I'm thinking, Joe, too, is that I'm thinking that that sounds like a really shady doctor's office and they might be scamming people to get extra money out of the insurance. You
Well,
know,
it's a national thing.
It's
Okay.
not a doctor's office. It's something like Specsavers, isn't it?
yeah, but is it a franchise?
Yeah. I don't know. It's America's Best.
Don't mean that they ain't, I don't know. Just because it's a corporation don't mean anything. They're the worst offenders of scamming people.
It's basically a shop that has an optician in there to do all the measurements and everything, and then the rest of the staff
With
are all
Specsavers as
salesmen.
well.
Yeah.
Right, but there are some eye doctors, though there are franchises too. So they're ran by individual doctors. They just are licensing the name to use the name.
Yep.
But it sounds like what they're doing is they're probably charging you to make you pay for it, and then they're probably charging your insurance company too.
An
Yeah, I'm gonna find
optician,
out.
an
Call you.
optician is not actually a doctor.
Call
No.
your insurance company and see if they charge
Thank
the
you for
li-
speaking.
all that shit to your thing.
Yeah,
The
that'll
only
show up
one-
on my account. I'll be able to see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
The
go
only
back.
one that would be a doctor would be an ophthalmic surgeon.
Yeah.
And if your insurance come back and says, yeah, they sent a bill in for that, then you take that, you ask them for a copy of it, you take that shit in there and slam it down on the desk bill. Where the fuck's my money?
Yeah. If somebody owe me something.
Because I mean, doctors' offices, dude, have been known in the past to double charge insurance companies and all kinds of stupid shit to get extra money. So it's not like that would be unheard of.
Well,
Yeah.
my battery charger, my prop guards, and my batteries for my tello have been posted. I've just got to wait for them to get here because I think some of them are coming from China.
Oh, if your insurance company gets wind of that, oh, they're gonna raise hell with that.
Oh yeah. Well,
Optometrist.
I'm gonna do some research later, and believe me, they'll get window. Because I'm the squeaky wheel. I start squeaking real quick. And if I paid $287. Now the only thing I'm thinking is that maybe I got upcharged with that program, but still there's $100
Yeah.
out there they need to get me back. You know,
Johnny's in the chat,
Johnny.
and Lance,
Like I said, I'd call your insurance company because that right there is gonna tell you exactly
And
what
Michael.
was charged.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research.
Oh, Dominic's in the chat as well.
Yeah, I just thought I'd say hello while you're all talking. I thought I'd just type hello in the chat.
But I told Sarah, she said she'd take a look at it for you. And who knows, you could be wrong, or you could bust open a big ol' ring, you know, theft ring.
Yeah.
You never know.
Want some cash money.
That's
Want some cash money.
National Social Security scandal.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next week you're gonna hear Congress does hearing on America's Best.
Hmm.
And the week after, a hitman's been pulled out on Joe.
I believe that more than I believe the Congress is doing anything. Then I got this today, telling me they missed the delivery, right? And I'm looking, I said, what the hell did I order? And I'm looking at it, and I look up the number, and it's coming from Mississippi, and it says it's a parcel they tried to deliver today. I look at the number, now it says from Amazon. So I go to Amazon, and it's the treats I got for the dog the other day. I go look at the box, it's the same number. So did they duplicate that shipment? So I have no idea on that. But that's the kind of day it's been.
It could have been worse. You could have been dangling out of a fucking window because the bastard birds had nicked your keys and you fucking locked yourself in.
It's never going to be as bad as yours. I can see David's big ass going out that window.
That Laura's not there.
I'm just going to say, did you tell Laura? That should cheer her up a bit.
Oh,
Laura
Laura
knows.
knows about it.
Mm.
Did she say you were stupid? Did
No,
she say,
said
shut up,
that-
David?
Said that Rio's a little shit.
Yeah, I messaged her earlier just to see how she was doing. Laura,
Yeah,
and she asked me how Sarah was doing, and she said she was doing all right. So
Yeah, she
Well-
she actually was impressed that you messaged because she said, "Oh, the only one spoken to her all week."
well, I didn't want to message her
And I said,
because
"That's because
you at the
Yeah,
beginning
I don't-
you told everybody to not really like bother her, so that's why I didn't
She
message
said
her.
she wanted space,
Yeah.
but now she's like, I think now everything's settled down.
That's why I was waiting. I waited. I was
Yeah.
gonna wait a week or so before I got up with
Yeah,
So, do you think we should all send Laura a message on Messenger now saying, Laura, check your messages?
her.
Well, actually, you should all of you send her a message asking how are you doing, and then once everyone sends her a message, yeah, one person, the last person sends her a message, say check your other messages.
okay, I'll send her a message then.
Yeah, I think she's got to that stage now where there's not much she can do. She's just got to accept what's happening is happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's progress that they're going to move her mum. But yeah, the fact her mum went backwards.
Tomorrow in Port Huron, there will be lots of clouds, with a high of 40 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 31 degrees. Also,
Okay,
there's a
I've just
cool
sent her a
blast in
message.
effect on Thursday, April 25th from 12 a.m.
No,
She's gonna get.
Based on,
She's going to send me a message in a minute going, why is everybody bugging me?
No worries, Lance. Good luck.
What's Lance doing?
He's going to the baseball field.
softball, baseball, I think softball.
Oh, softball game or whatever.
Yeah, he's going to
Any boys rounders?
set his drone up to video himself hitting softballs. He said it's senior night.
Hey, Dre.
Told you someone's going to message me.
Hey, Dre, what's up?
Oh, it's an email.
Oh, okay.
It's bamboo.
Oh, you're funny, Dre. No, she was ready to come home. She's finally home, so
No,
she got home this afternoon. She was
You know
real
what?
happy to get home.
you can never get hold of Edfrey or Hermes, as used to be called.
Yeah.
Now they're emailing me at this time of night to tell me they fucking picked up a parcel. Here's an idea. Deliver the darn parcel. You only had it for 2 days.
Well, she's not looking at her messages.
Well, that's not coming today. Tomorrow. That's coming next day.
Oh, here, let me send her a message. Check your messages. Message Tim too, see how he's doing.
Yeah, how is Tim? I've seen him.
She's
Um,
not online.
I spoke to him
He-
day before yesterday. He seemed to be doing all right, so I just was checking in with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's doing-
came on a
It's
chat.
sometime late.
Was it this morning or yesterday?
I think
And
it
all
was
he did was
yesterday.
he put 2 eyeballs on, and that was it.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching. He's just not chatting.
Yeah, Laura said he's taking some time away from social media. I'm like, Tim, get back on social media. She's only contact with us.
Oh, you know what? Laura, wherever she's at, she might not have a signal right now because it's not highlighting the check mark, which usually means that,
Her signal's crap in the caravan.
yeah, it's sent it to her, but she hasn't actually received it yet.
Oh, yeah,
until
it says
highlights
sent.
blue.
Yeah.
Right, but if the little check mark's not filled in all the way blue, then that means that she hasn't actually received it on her end yet.
What
Yeah.
check mark? I haven't even
Oh,
got a
admit
check
it,
mark on it.
She might have a phone on silent.
Well,
You
on
mean the
mess-
one that turns into the avatar when they've seen it?
Yeah, yeah. So there's three
Yeah.
different things.
I've
There's
not even got that. Mine just says sent. And
okay,
that's it.
so on most messengers, it shows a check mark with a circle around it, and then a check mark with a circle around it highlighted, filled in with blue. Once it's filled in with blue, that means they received the message on their
Yeah, well,
end. They
normally
just
it does
haven't
do
looked
that.
at it.
Yeah, normally it does do that, but at the moment it just says sent, which means the messenger's not switched on.
And
No,
then
it
once
is. It's
she,
just
but the way
Mm.
it's showing on my end, she probably is in a bad signal area and hasn't got it yet.
Mm,
she turns the phone off at 11 o'clock.
And then once the avatar moves down,
Yeah.
then you know she saw it. Dre said he's about to post my video of the drone show today.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I saw your video earlier today, Dre.
Mhm.
Of
Was it actually a drone show that he's on at in
It was an
Chicago? Or is it
it was
just all sorts of?
no, it was an expo where all the companies brought out all their new stuff to show off and everything and stuff that's coming out and all that. So
Like
he got
CES.
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, just a different version of it. Probably a little bit smaller.
Mm,
It was down in San Diego,
yeah, he's still there.
which is
He was on this. He was on this morning.
and from Dre's, I would say San Diego's probably what
Not a lot far,
I'd say
really.
about 2, maybe 3 hours. Because from my house,
Mm.
when I lived out in California, it
Two
would take
and a
me, I
half.
think, about
But it-
4
But he's
to get
still
from where I
staying
lived.
in a hotel with his wife there.
Why not? Well, I went to the trade show in Birmingham a few
Well, I
years.
mean,
It was bloody awesome.
but that's a long, like, even 2, 3 hours of driving each way, and then you got to top on that. You're probably going to be at that show for at least 6 hours. Yeah, it's
Mm.
better just to
You
stay
mean-
the night and
Mm.
relax. Try to drive all the way back. You'd be fucking dead ass tired by the time you got back. Like Dusty did that East Coast. He drove 240 miles each way to go down to the drone meetup in one day.
Mm.
So he drove 600 or
Yeah,
480 miles. But you got to think it was probably 3 or 4 hours to get there, and then was there for probably 6 or 7 hours, and then turn around and come all the way back. That's a long ass day right there.
that's not a lot.
It's about a
once-
about a 12 to 14 hour day. That's
Something he said.
What did you,
Yeah,
did you
that
kick,
takes
did you
a total-
kick him out, Justin, or what?
nah, that was big pharma.
Oh,
It was getting
Mm.
too close to the truth.
Oh yeah, earlier on as well, when Laura was on video call, yeah, I showed her Rio, put the camera up to Rio, and he walked straight over to the phone and hit the end call button.
Mhm.
That's, you train that bird to do that.
No, I didn't. But it took me a while.
I don't know what happened.
What's up,
Zoom
Jody?
kicked me out.
Well, like I said, it was big pharma. You were getting too close to the truth. They had to shut
Yeah.
you down.
No, I used to drive down to the meeting in London. I don't know how much of it you heard, but like 210 miles from my house to New Scotland Yard, to the Civil Service Club, spend 2 hours at a meeting, then drive 210 miles back again.
Last thing I heard you say is something about Joe's a son of a, and then you cut out. I don't
All right.
The what?
told Mark, I said the last thing I heard was you say something about Joe's the son of a, and then he cut out.
don't mess with Joe.
But Rager,
Figure the baton.
who messes with Joe? It's just absurd. Who would do that?
You don't want to mess with it.
Oh, I saw that video clip you sent me of that movie clip. I was
Sure,
like,
you like that?
Was he trying to say that's what he does to his son when he gets mouthy?
Mark,
I've been in 2
You like
wars,
that? Is
boy.
that cool? or what?
Yeah, I've seen that
Mark's been-
movie.
Mark's been in the chat for ages.
What's
He's just been quiet.
oh, what was the name of that movie? I'm trying to remember the name.
Oh,
I've seen
Can't
it.
remember the
Dre's
name of
there.
it.
And Joe's there, yeah.
Yeah, I like when the guy got up next to him and said,
Jody.
he's just a dumb kid, don't kill him.
It
He just reached over and goes on his neck.
was, I want to say it was son of something.
I can't remember what it was.
H. That one.
No, hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, that is a great clip. I
What's
saw
the
that.
mo-
and
It's got
It's
that
like my
kid.
shirt. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's got that kid from the movie with Bruce Willis. I See Dead People. What the hell movie
Yeah,
is that?
The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. I'll use him to find the movie.
Yeah, it's like that shirt of a guy that's got a Marine Corps emblem, and it says, "Careful, son, I'm this old for a reason."
Yeah.
So Justin, were the kids glad to see your Sarah home?
Oh yeah. Tyson was super excited. Secondhand Lions. That was the name of the movie.
I'm gonna have to go watch that whole movie. I haven't seen it.
It was 2003.
That is-
I saw it when it like back when it first came out. But I've seen the movie clip on little shorts on YouTube too. Different clips of it.
Hello, drone shots.
Sometimes I actually like flipping through the shorts on YouTube because sometimes I'll show a movie clip of a movie and I'm like, what the hell movie is this? And I'll go to the comments and somebody will say it and I'll find a whole new movie to watch. It looks
Yeah.
interesting. One I've never heard of before.
Well, I've come across a dilemma with Discovery.
What's that?
Series 1, episode 14 is missing.
Hate when they do that.
I am not impressed with this last season though. I'll tell you what. Last couple episodes are just kind of boring.
Well, it's a lot better than season 4.
Like the thing is like I want to see him go to different planets every episode, not be on the ship
Yeah.
fucking reminiscing about shit that happened in 2 seasons ago. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep seeing flashbacks.
Yeah,
Like
I'd agree with that, but again, it's still a bit better.
that's why I like Stargate SG-1 so much, was because almost every episode they were on a new planet. You got to kind of see a new, variation
they
of what
attacked
somebody
by new people.
right.
Yeah.
Kind of kept it, there was a few episodes that drug on here and there, just like any other show, but for the most part, it made it interesting because every time they went to a new planet, you kind of got a perspective of what the writers thought a planet would look like. You know what I'm saying? That wrote the show, you kind of got a different perspective of what they thought one would look like, which was really cool.
Well, at the end of 13, they just beamed Michael and Philippa onto the ship and fired the torpedoes to blow up the other one.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Got themselves back into their own timeline and universe and found themselves 9 months later than they should have been.
Or what was the, is that
And
going to be
that's-
the last Star Wars or Star Trek show or what?
I doubt it.
No,
No,
there's Strange New Worlds, and then there's 2
you
more
got water,
coming
you
out.
got food in your dish. Go.
Strange New Worlds was good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't mind Strange New Worlds.
There's another.
If I had to go best to least, I'd go Picard, Strange New Worlds, then Discovery.
Yeah,
But Strange New Worlds, when's that one supposed to start back up?
May, I think.
Okay.
About a month. I think it's about a month's time.
And then you said there's 2 more coming out?
Yeah, section 31.
Oh, that's the top secret, like CIA
Yeah.
version.
Yeah,
Like- Yeah.
yeah, they're going to do one on that, and then they're also going to. They keep talking about Starfleet Academy, but it just never gains any traction.
Yeah, the Section 31, that's like their NSA, CIA, like top secret
Yeah.
or part of the Starfleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
NCIS,
it's mentioned at the very
NCIS
end
Star
of
Trek,
season
yeah.
1.
Yeah.
innit? NCIS Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm wondering that'll probably be the next one. Yeah,
And then
Huh?
they'll do CSI Star Trek.
Yeah,
Like I would like to see in the
or
Star Trek,
CSI Vulcan.
like I would like to see in the Star Trek shows less about their bullshit side stories and their love interests and all this other
More
crap.
about going shooting aliens.
And yes, go more about the adventure and
Yeah.
going out. It's like half the show is just about their fucking personal life. I don't really give a shit about that. I want to
Yeah.
see the adventures, go to different planets, go to see things.
To boldly go where no man has gone before and shoot twats that we've never
Right.
seen before.
And
Yeah.
not just boldly go, let's watch 15 sex scenes of aliens humping. I'm good on that.
I had a
Yeah.
girl tell me that once, that I was boldly going where no man has ever gone before.
She was lesbian.
She converted.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I converted her.
Too lesbian?
No, to me.
Oh, that's funny.
Where's TJ when you need him?
Well, no.
Where's TJ?
He the other day when he was on here, he didn't sound like he was having too good of a thing
No,
going on
he
in the
didn't. He
background.
did. I thought his missus was still at that other place.
I did too, but apparently from the other day we knew otherwise.
Yeah. Unless that was his mother.
No, that was her. I recognized her voice. I've seen her and heard her enough times on the
Yeah.
live streams.
Uh-huh.
I remember that day TJ was complaining about his mom getting pissed off at him. He was like, she got mad at me because I went out and bought these big googly eyes for the tree out in the front yard. TJ, he's like, I spent like $50 on them, and my mom got mad at me.
I wonder why. Yeah.
I said, what was it? He goes, I put a face on the tree. It was big googly eyes or some shit like that. I was like, oh my God.
I inadvertently did a range test yesterday and today. Yesterday, the furthest point I did with the Avata 2 was 1,008 feet. Okay,
Dustin Dunhill do one yet?
I don't know.
No,
Today-
all he's done is flown around his house.
Yeah, today it was 1,715 feet with the Avata 1, had no breakup.
I have a feeling he got talked to at some point because you notice he doesn't do those anymore. I think he
Oh, he
got
does.
talked.
He did it with the Mini 4. He did it with the Air 3.
I just don't
But
see how
The
he has,
Avata is not a drone you want to do a range test with.
well, none of the range tests that he technically did were you should be doing anyway. I mean, he took
Oh
that.
no,
He took
they were all beyond the visual line of sight.
well,
but-
not even the legal aspect is he would really push the batteries down to nothing, to where it could have been a
yeah,
dangerous.
that's true.
If he was over a populated area, it could have been a dangerous thing.
It was never overpopulated area, so was it?
But
Apart from a
everybody,
couple of cows.
but it was like Dre said, people were making that argument. Well, he was not over
I'm sorry,
anybody.
Mark, but that is a popular area over down here.
Mhm.
Plenty of freaking cows.
I just don't know how he never got in trouble for those, man. Because he had some that I kid you not were like when he was doing those flying wings, dude. He was going like
Mm.
20 miles off of those 4G LTE dongles.
Oh,
He was flying.
disco. Yeah, he flew all the way across to another island, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like 20 some miles back to it and back. I don't know how he never got in trouble, to be honest with you. Because then he kind of fell off for a while. Nobody really heard from him. And
He
then
moved.
everybody, well, yeah, I know
He-
that, but everybody assumed too that he may have gotten talking to by the FAA because he's kind of stopped posting stuff.
No, he got a new job.
But,
That was why he moved, because he got a new job.
Oh yeah, and where he moved to compared to where he was living, his fucking cost of living's like a quarter of what he was paying.
Have you seen his house? Massive.
Oh, I know, but the cost of living in Hawaii is ridiculous. You think
Well,
New
yeah.
York? I mean, it's probably worse than New York, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he's still got his house in Hawaii.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably making six figures
Because-
if that's the case.
Because his daughter was staying there
Did he live on that island that got all burnt down?
on
Was he on-
Maui.
Yeah, was he on that one?
No, I think he was somewhere near Lanai.
Okay. Saw Adrian started posting to his gun channel again.
Yeah, I
Adrian
noticed
did?
that.
Yeah. I don't think he's posted anything to his
sir.
regular channel besides those couple of gaming live streams that he randomly did. Which I think he was doing from his phone. Because I could have swore at the end of one of them I saw the top part of his phone that had the signal and all that. I think he was playing from his phone. Pretty sure he shot all his gaming systems outside.
Adrian.
Yeah. Let's see what happens when you take a 9mm through a PS5. Well, it made a big ass hole, just as expected.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, what he needs to do is find somebody with a Tesla truck and let him bring it out and let him do a range test on that.
Mm-hmm.
Put it down range and start popping shots at it. It's
what
supposed
you
to be
mean,
both.
like the guys that actually put a video of them shooting a Tesla and it just denting it slightly.
Yeah, but they were also using kind of small caliber too. I mean, what we would consider small caliber.
Didn't look that small.
Growing up, we had a couple guns that would have blown a hole right in the side of that fucking Tesla. I don't give a shit how bulletproof you think it is.
I'm pretty sure they fired some form of rifle at it at some point.
Mm.
Back in the day, at my uncle's range, we used to every once in a while they'd bring out the Barrett 50.
Come on.
Because it was
Yeah.
expensive to shoot.
Yeah.
But we had like 2 and 3 inch solid steel plates from the military base that my uncles got a hold of when because one of my uncles was was a welder for the Marine base. He worked in their metal shop, so he'd bring plates up to my home and we'd take shots at that.
Mm.
And we had quite a
You've
few
got to
plates that were just
You've got to
shredded right
watch.
through.
But watch the ricochets.
Oh, we had a badass shooting range. It was about I'd say about 20, 22 feet deep. It was a lake, dry lake. And then
Oh
it
yeah,
was,
you told us about that.
yeah, I think it was like 300 or 400 feet long, and it was about, I think, 100 feet wide, 150 feet wide. So it was really big. But you were far down enough in there, and we had targets all set up and markers that told you how far each targets were. And then we had a whole thing built down in there that had seats and everything, and a big old bench you could set all your stuff on, and you could prop your guns up on and everything. Oh, dude, if you went digging down in that thing now, you'd probably find so much freaking gun casings down there, or shell
Yeah.
casings. Because we'd have family reunions there, all my uncles and everybody would bring their guns out, and they probably have over 100 rifles and pistols. And we'd just be down there just fucking unloading. And some guns that California doesn't exactly allow.
Yeah.
They may or may not have had some of those.
Mm.
Well,
Couple
did they
mer-
not do reloads?
One of my uncles did have the stuff and did it. And then a couple of my dad's friends did reloads, but not on like 22s or nothing. If it was a cheap, if it was a cheap ammunition, no, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we'd get down there with like 10 22s and just go the fuck off for like 2 hours straight. Like all the kids had their own 22s, so we'd go down there and just unload. And
Mm.
they would bring cases of ammunition. Oh, between all my dad's brothers, his 5 or 6 brothers, and my grandpa, shit, they probably had over 1,000 weapons between the 7 of them.
Mm.
I mean, the gun club I was a member of always wanted you to bring the shell casings back so they could reload them.
Oh yeah, if you're doing like real expensive shit, like
But it was
Like
all
real-
indoor anyway.
it's worth doing that if you know how to do it and everything.
Exactly.
But like I said, for like 22s and shit, you're kind of wasting your time, to be honest. Those are so cheap. I don't know
Yeah.
about now, but those were always really cheap. Oh, like I said, I'm sure if you went down there and sifted through that sand, you'd find thousands and thousands of casings.
Hmm.
Because my uncle doesn't own that house anymore. He sold it probably about 12 or 15 years ago. So I don't know if the new owners still have it set up like that, or that's in California. I haven't been there in years. But it was 2 houses on the property, and they were both used to be like some Hollywood getaway for some Hollywood producer back in like the 60s.
Uh-huh.
And they had 3 lakes on the property that used to be filled. And they had 2, like, these houses were more like cabins. The way they were built had the huge rafters, wood rafters up in the ceiling and everything. Really
Yeah.
nice inside. Really, really like custom fireplaces, all that stuff. And then my uncle bought it back in the early 90s. It was, and he owned it all the way up to like the mid 2000s and sold it.
Mm.
And some guy and his wife retired and bought half the property into one house, and then he sold the other house to them after he moved. Now they own both of them. I'm assuming they still own them.
One of my friends posted his supper tonight. It's a pizza, right?
Mhm.
Pepperoni, black olives, and pineapple.
Oh God.
It does look kind of good.
It's only
I just-
missing anchovies.
I just had chicken nuggets and tater tots.
Yeah.
Simple and easy. A little bit of ketchup on it.
I had my spaghetti from the other day that I had made them in meal preps. Ate that earlier. So I'm probably good for the night.
See Subway's new special now? Now they have
No.
a foot-long cookie, a foot-long
Oh.
pretzel, and something else, a foot-long churro.
Hmm.
And they're all like
That'd be
two.
all right.
I think the cookie's $3 and the other 2 are
Yeah.
like $2.
That's a scam.
Here we go.
Give it a couple of weeks before people are measuring them, saying they're not.
Hit the
Oh, it's
spam
like the-
folder.
It's like the people are trying to say their tuna wasn't real, and like a bunch of laboratories went to random
Good work, Paul.
Subways and just ordered subs and undercover, you know. Bunch of laboratories went out and got it, tested it, and they said it was 100% tuna.
It weren't
People-
100% tuna over here.
They were trying to say it wasn't.
It wasn't over here because they got done for it.
Oh, a bunch of laboratories did tests over here on it, like I said, without Subway knowing. They went in and bought tuna subs and then went and tested it. And it turned out it was just regular old tuna. There was nothing weird about it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you guys had that problem over there, it's probably why it's spread over here saying it. I mean, to be honest with you, that might have been why. Because there was a
Yeah.
big conspiracy going around that for like good 6 months. People were all over Subway saying, "Oh yeah, it's not real tuna," and people were saying it was made out of cardboard and all kinds of crazy shit. I was like, "Fucking."
Well, McDonald's burgers are made out of cardboard, so
Yeah.
And their double cheeseburgers are good though.
They're just flash frozen. They don't grill them like Burger King does. They use
Burger
McDonald's
King's
is
smells nicer.
McDonald's is the only fast food restaurant when I worked for the gas company. They're the only ones that never used gas. Everything they use is all electric. Their grills, everything. Where Burger King and Wendy's, they all had gas.
Tell you what, when I've had a burger from McDonald's, I certainly had gas.
Look, be quiet.
I'm sorry.
Not you, precious.
Don't call me precious.
She's sharing me cheese flavored Ripples with me.
Ruff. Wow.
Yeah.
When I take one out of the packet, her eyes are on it. And she gets really pissed off when I put it in my mouth and not hers.
Good night, Rio.
Somebody just clipped that little part he just said.
Yeah.
Bog off.
What we clipping?
Oh, where Mark said she gets pissed when he puts it in her mouth and not hers.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I need to get into my Google Drive. I came across it the other day.
I'd love to see Laura's blackmail folder. What's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey.
It's on a computer that's not connected to the internet, so you can't get into it.
Otherwise, it becomes a national security risk. No,
Right, I'm going to
you've had
share
your own
this
tea
with sound.
and your feet.
Don't worry, Paul. There's no copyright on this, unless
And
Justin
some of my
copyrighted his
tape.
own voice.
Mhm.
Right, you ready, guys? You all have to listen carefully to what Justin says.
Just been protected of you.
What, you don't like sharing me? You don't like both coming spending time with me?
Well, I say that I breastfeed both of them. Like
I've
when
what-
Bo gets scared.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I just thought you said?
What's up, TJ?
What?
That you've breastfed both of them.
I say I rescued both of them.
Okay. Make sure everybody on my YouTube for watching.
Paul, you're muted.
We heard it clear as a bell. You were
No,
breastfeeding.
that was because my mic cut out when I said it and it made it sound like I said something else.
No, it wasn't. He's one of those. Laura does it all the time. She'll
Yeah,
say
it was,
the word.
it was breastfeeding both of them, he said.
Hey, Corey, if you want to go ahead and activate that virus you put in that Windows key that you gave David, appreciate it. Go ahead and burn his computer for me.
That is funny.
All
I
right,
never-
Laura's got a copy of it.
I never heard that before.
What's up, TJ?
TJ!
TJ, where you at? Come on.
TJ.
Well fun. We all have slip of the tongue. It's just unfortunate that you seem to do it
That
when
could
you're
lead
live.
into a breastfeeding frenzy, you know? Or a breastfeeding challenge.
Oh, I wonder when that freaking DGI bill is going through the house. It's gotta
Is
be
Sarah,
coming
is
up.
Sarah getting a good sleep? Is she resting?
Oh yeah, she's all nice
Oh,
and
no.
comfortable in the
They
bed.
will make sure that nobody knows when that's going through.
That's what I'm saying, because the TikTok one went through a couple weeks before that one, so it should be coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, but they went through the House. It still hasn't gone through the Senate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to
TikTok.
see if it goes through the Senate.
Didn't pass the House.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. The Republicans joined it. Not
Yeah, they
on,
did.
Not on what you're
Not
talking
the
about.
DJI one,
We're talking
Not the
about
DJI one.
TikTok.
No, the DGI one passed in the House. It has to go to the Senate next.
I
It
didn't
hasn't
think it
gone
did.
yet. Yeah, it was like 260 something to like 50. Yeah, it passed with the big numbers. Same with the TikTok bill the other day. It passed with majority vote. Like 90% of the House voted yes on it. Now that everybody's just been waiting for it to go to the Senate, and then Biden said if it passes, he's signing it if it hits his desk. So that's like I said, all the Chinese shit is all the stuff that they're actually agreeing on. So that's why I said I'd be a little worried, because that's the only bills that that and the relief acts like for Taiwan and Israel and all that and Ukraine, all those have been bipartisan too. So that's about the only things that they're agreeing on. So it's just they haven't given a date of when it's supposed to go to the Senate.
March 28th, the committee advanced it, but they didn't pass a vote on it yet, I don't think.
No,
Hold on.
no, I watched it. The House voted on it. And then and then it's and then
There he
like I
is.
said the other day with the TikTok ban too, it was majority vote. There was it was like 2 something to 50, and then there was like 7 that didn't vote at all. What's up?
What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
I teach.
What's up?
DJ.
DGI.
I'm looking at it right here. It says I want to see the vote because I talked to somebody that told me he wasn't voting on it.
He can't hear us, can he?
There's
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
You see, it's still showing it's just introduced. It's not showing it passed the House.
Are you eating Jaffa cake?
Yay!
Hand them over.
Jaffa cakes.
It's a criminal offence to show Jaffa cakes on screen and not share them out.
Exactly.
£1.45 for 2 packs.
Wait, of how
Well,
many?
they're not proper Jaffa cakes. They're just Jaffa cakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
TJ.
7, 8,
Butter.
11, 12.
Hey.
12 in
That's
each pack, so
not the
24.
new one. No, that's the
No,
old
that's the
one.
real one.
It's
So
upset
you're gonna- you get-
Mark, but if you go to
So you
Poundland,
get the
DJ,
new
what are
Avada.
you- What are you using for a
Avada.
microphone? You
Yeah,
sound
but-
terrible.
Two.
We haven't got a
Ah.
pound one.
That's
Oh,
the
he
two.
does got the new one.
What are you
Right.
using?
Oh,
What are
we
you
might have a
using for
pound
a
one.
microphone, TJ?
you will have a Poundland.
Just
Everyone's got a Poundland.
is there an echo?
It sounds
No,
really
Echo.
hollow.
No, it was Pound World that went bust.
Just my
Yeah,
just the
Poundland
normal,
and IP stores.
just my
But they-
normal, just the normal
they're
laptop.
small.
But I got this. I'm using for like a speaker.
Nothing's a pound in there anymore.
Huh.
Hmm.
You usually
There's
sound a
not-
lot better.
I don't know. Does it sound muffled?
No,
We
it's
can
not all right.
Sounds hollow.
If you
No.
go
Sound
into your Zoom settings, it's probably in there.
It sounds loud.
TJ, go into your Zoom settings and go and see what happens.
There
Dude.
you go.
So you got the new Avada, Joe, and the old one.
Yeah, I got both.
Nice.
Right. Come on, Mark, you've got to go half eclipse. And
Hey,
then,
you
Don't
sent
delete
out my shithead award yet?
No, I still got it right here. I got to get to the mail.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't. I'm a good
Yeah.
boy. I don't talk
Kinda.
with my mom.
I'm kind of what you call slacking on getting it out.
That's all right. No worries.
if you're getting it out, keep slacking. I don't want to see it. Right.
So why was Justin talking about breastfeeding on his thing last night?
That wasn't last night. It was like months and
Last
months
night.
ago.
That's his new fetish.
And I never said that. That was all AI done by Laura and David.
We heard it.
So U.S. House Committee event.
It sounded real to me.
Yeah, it sounded real to us. To us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just seems that every time that Justin makes a slip of the tongue and makes an error, it's always on a live stream.
And Laura's always listening.
Yeah, and Laura's always there ready to clip it.
She's just sitting by waiting.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Snip and clip.
No, I think you're right there, Joe, on that one. But still, like I said, if you just look at the TikTok shit,
Yeah.
I don't think they give a shit.
Well, the
Sounds
name
like
Steve
Brooke.
Scalise.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you look at the
Yeah.
amount that voted on the TikTok thing, they don't give a shit if it's a drone or social media platform.
Well, like I said, I talked to Steve Scalise. He was actually running for the House seat one time. He's a big shot in Louisiana, and he lives not that far from us. But I've run into him about 6-7 times in my lifetime, and I've known him from before running into him. My dad knew him. My dad, not my dad. My dad knew him, and when he was starting out, and that's how we met him. But when I was with my daughter, I had sent some stuff into his office, and he's done a lot. I mean, when I've sent stuff in before, I get calls back from the office, and he'll talk to you. And I got a call sitting there when she was buying the car, and it said House of Representatives. I looked at it. I said, I got to take this one. And Brittany looked over at me, and she says, "Who's that?" I said, "It could be Steve Scalise." And she looked at me, and I answered hello, and said, "Hey, Joe, this is Steve Scalise." Like this. And everybody in the place turned around and looked at me. You know. So I said, hey, how you doing? Like this, he said, I wanted to call you about the bill.
What you mean is you put it on speakerphone on purpose.
Well, I put it on speakerphone because I was walking outside, you know? So I'm standing outside talking to him and he says, yeah, he said, the bottom line with this, he said, I'm voting no. I know the Louisiana contingent's voting no. He said, because the bottom line is this. We got too many drones helping too many people. And he said, it's already been vetted through the Pentagon. He said, so it's just, he doesn't understand why it keeps coming up. But he said, he doesn't think it's going to pass. He don't think it stands a chance because everybody he's talking to is talking about voting down too. So we'll find out if they change their mind, you know?
Oh yeah, because
Not gonna-
I was reading about the subcommittee and apparently they were pretty much like a half and half committee of Republicans and Democrats, and it said that they didn't have any arguments. They all just voted yes on it.
Yeah, because they don't know the truth about it, you know, the whole bottom line. And the
Well, I
Pentagon's
don't-
already gone out and checked it all, and it's like,
Well, the thing is it's not that they know, they don't know that. It's just, I think that they just don't want Chinese shit here. And that's the way they're looking at it. It's not the fact, they're just coming up with any kind of reason to give you.
well,
Whether
I
the
got
reason's legit or not, it has nothing to do
Yeah.
with it.
Well, the big question I got, they don't want Chinese shit there. They're gonna take the phones out their pockets,
Mhm.
you know? Go look and see what they got at their houses Chinese.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
If they got
Well,
an American company that's gonna do better, then let's get better, you know? Because if there was a drone that was made here that was better than DJI, I'd be buying that. That's just me.
Well, I
Are they
think
going to
what
take all the railroad tracks up?
You got a point.
but look at the vastness of businesses and everything around the globe right now that are starting to pull out of China. I think that it's a much larger thing than we can see. I think what it is the world's, I think, trying to get off China's tit, and they're slowly pulling out. So eventually, where China's not going to be a major manufacturer anymore, eventually they're going to, all these companies are going to start leaving.
Yeah.
Because they're already starting to. A lot of companies are leaving to go to either India or Mexico. Mexico's actually been stealing a lot of manufacturing jobs from China. And that's because their costs are lower because Chinese manufacturing costs are going up every year.
Well, they'll get really pissed off when the opium supply dries up.
No, that's when we just go back into Afghanistan and take it. That's why they're starting to build more pharmaceutical plants over here too, so we can start making more of the medication here
Yeah.
than from China.
Mm.
All right, who activated the DJ?
Paul's got it going.
Wait, we all gotta watch this. This is hilarious.
No, it wasn't even nothing we said. He's watching other shit while he's on the
He's
bed.
watching something else, not paying attention to
Well,
it.
come on then, TJ, share it with us.
All right, y'all see, watch.
Turn the
Share the-
volume on.
He didn't share the sound.
You gotta share the sound.
Oh wait, whoops.
You got to click the two little boxes.
Take it off,
Unshare.
reload it, and you see it.
What?
Stop to share.
When the little box comes up when you hit share screen, there should be two little boxes to check.
Two
Hey,
little
Steve.
boxes. They're on the right hand side now.
So share sound, optimize
Hey,
video.
hey,
Oh, all
hey,
right,
TJ, Joe's watching you.
all right. Let's go back. All right, y'all hear it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny.
That was funny, TJ.
Good.
Hey, Steve.
That's pretty good.
Oh, TJ, I had a joke. I had a
I
dad
said-
joke for you yesterday, TJ.
That's funny.
DJ's crying.
That's pretty good.
Got my
you
nose
see
running
that,
now,
Steve?
TJ.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you see what he shared?
Did I see what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
what?
Did you see what he
Hi,
shared?
Steve. Yes, I did.
What's up, Steve?
How are you?
Good, yourself?
Eej, Mark, David, Dominic, Justin, Joe, and Paul, the host.
Right. And David, the Therius David.
Yeah. No, I said hi to him.
And just you probably missed the part about Justin was nursing 2 kids.
No, I actually have been listening for quite a long time. I was listening during the ammunition reloading part, going way back
Okay.
then even.
But Justin said he didn't say it, but it sounded
Yeah.
like Justin to me.
Yep.
Oh, TJ,
He was definitely breastfeeding them dogs.
I was telling everybody yesterday, somebody broke into my house and stole all the fruit, and I was completely peachless about it.
I was completely speechless about it.
I don't actually get that.
Instead of
neither do I.
speechless. Instead
Oh,
of
right.
speechless.
It says peachless.
Yeah, someone
That's
stole the
funny.
S on your keyboard.
Mm.
That's funny.
Oh, Justin, by the way, you can't reload 22s rimfire because once the rim of the casing is done, it's done for.
Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
I
again.
didn't know if you could or not. I just didn't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Jared. I think
Center
I might do that
fire.
next time.
I used to reload shotgun to shoot a lot of trap.
Yeah, you can't reload anything that's a rim because it's misshapen.
Yeah, we would shoot out at a gun club I belonged to that was up off the I-freeway, and it was there until they decided to put the toll road between there going over towards Riverside, and then they took the gun club away. I said, "What? We got great moving targets at nighttime, even."
Yeah.
Mine was actually in a big warehouse in Rochdale. It was all an indoor range.
Oh, for small and medium caliber.
Well,
Well,
like
full bore pistol up to 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
like I was saying, I've never heard of anybody doing it, but in my experience, they were so cheap that it wouldn't make sense for you to do that anyway.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Even today, because I get flyers all the time, even though I can't buy them in California because you can't buy anything online. The cost of 22s is just so insignificant. The time and effort it would take to do it would be just ridiculous. Now,
Right.
you're doing large caliber, like say I had 30-06. A friend of my dad's actually, he did reloads for me, but I used to do 12 gauge.
Oh yeah. I've seen my uncle
Um,
used to do shotguns a lot.
Yeah,
Shotgun
and
shot.
what we do is it was actually my liquor salesman where I got into it when I had the liquor store. He would go out to this gun club and they'd use what they call double A wads, the casings for it, and they were only shot one time. So you could get an easy 4 to 5, maybe 6 reloads out of it. So we were picking them up for like 3 cents and 4 cents a piece. So he'd pick them up, like 500 at a time. You get them in with a big, huge trash bag, and bring it in, and then he would get the back then we were using lead.
Mm.
I got to take this phone call. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Justin.
What?
Hey, Justin,
What?
Joe's got a stream going, right?
Oh,
went-
Wayman Joe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
5 people on there. I just listened to it and my jaw dropped because I can't understand none of them.
It's in the word of it.
All right, well, that's all I'm hearing. And then I heard "Eye of the Tiger." You know,
Eye of the tiger.
TJ,
Mark, are you watching the live stream on your TV?
Yeah.
Because I could see the reflection on your fish tank.
Yeah.
yeah, they got a girl
TJ.
on the bottom. Is something paranormal is her name, and she started talking, and I just didn't have a clue.
TJ, my dog ate a whole bunch of Scrabble tiles, so I took him to the vet. There's no word yet.
And the trouble is, when he goes to the toilet, it spells danger.
You got him going now.
I was actually,
That's funny.
seriously, I was actually carrying, the Scrabble box with me, and I accidentally tripped and dropped it all over the place. The guy came up to me and said, "Well, what's the word on the street then?"
What's the word on the street there?
If you ever overcook a steak, TJ, don't get frustrated. Everybody makes mistakes.
Mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody making mistakes.
Bom, bom.
That one crap.
Pretty good. So Joe, how do you like flying the new Avata? One of my buddies in Georgia just got it. He loves it.
Ask Lance what he thinks of the new Avata.
Yeah, ask Lance what it is.
Like what Joe thinks. He loves it.
I love
What
it.
happened?
Thanks a lot, Rigger.
What happened?
Yeah,
Lance
ask,
fucking hates
ask Lance and get the swear jar out.
Be back.
You know, TJ, if a robber kicks in his own door, is that working from home? TJ?
I don't think he
TJ.
is.
TJ.
Gone.
Right. So what?
I said if a robber kicks in his own door, is that working from home?
Working from You like flying the new Avata, Joe?
Yeah, I do.
Heck yeah. I want to get it so bad.
I bought it at 10 o'clock. I had it at 10. Had it about 10:30 on the day it came out, and it's been
Oh.
we're talking 11 days, 12 days.
Has Lance changed his mind on it?
He likes it. He said just can't fly and win.
That's a bit like the suicide bomber whose house exploded because in COVID he was told he had to work from home.
Yep.
Well, TJ,
That's
did you
crazy.
hear the rumor about butter?
It's
DJ?
spread all over.
Can't hear me. I think he's on the phone.
Was he? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Keep screwing up my dad jokes.
It's spreading all over.
No, I wasn't going to spread the rumor.
He's having trouble with his audio.
Either that or
Nothing,
he's
DJ. You back?
No, he's not.
Write it down on a piece of paper and put it up in front of the camera, TJ.
Said what?
You
Right.
back on there?
We're gonna have to get you taught in sign language.
And he's gone.
Hey Justin, tell him the butter joke.
Oh, did you hear the rumor? TJ, did you hear the rumor about butter?
I almost slipped. It was.
No, I'm not going to spread the rumor.
Hey, I'm not gonna spread it. I'm not gonna spread it. Isn't that something like peanut butter? I'm not gonna spread it. The same thing
Any
with
kind
peanut
of
butter.
butter.
Yeah.
Any kind of
Could be,
butter
it could
except
be
camera
Vegemite
butter.
too.
Don't work with camera butter.
Yeah, camera
Yeah.
butter, yeah.
Hey, that flight I flew today was with the camera butter filter on the regular Avada. And it stayed on it and it did good. And it looked good.
Oh, never mind.
But
Anyway, going back to about half an hour ago, what was Ken Herron doing at an AMA meeting?
Was Ken at an AMA meeting or something?
Yeah, he said he met Kenny Rogers at an AMA meeting.
Huh. Butter. It's like butter. It's like butter.
I mean, I know that Jeff Dunham is actually a member of the AMA.
What does AMA stand for? Aerial something.
American Model Aircraft Association.
Oh. Being
Doesn't
flogged.
that answer your question then?
Yeah, it says he met him at an AMA event.
Yeah. Quads and AMA don't go together very well. The AMA don't like drones being flown at their airfields, except for where Jason is.
Ugh.
I flew this morning at the Hillsborough Lighthouse with Ray and Al this morning.
Yeah, Ray goes back this week, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Or is he back to New York next week?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
What's up, Uncle Bill?
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
And Bill said, you sure it wasn't an AA meeting?
Yeah, an AA meeting.
63 plus 2. And counting. Yeah, Jeff Dunham actually started one of his shows on stage with Peanut flying a drone across the stage.
Calls anonymous. Yeah, a lot of people say he's not as funny when the puppets come out. Like when the puppets come out, it's hilarious, but he's not as funny without the puppet.
Well, that's the whole idea, isn't it? The puppets are the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a member of the AMA. He flies model aircraft and drones and helicopters.
You're flying your Avata there, TJ?
I was gonna fly it this morning, but it's kind of windy, so I just flew the Air 2S.
Yeah, I flew mine today and it was gusting to about 18.
Would you fly the 1 or the 2?
Flew the 1 today.
Oh,
Yesterday
okay.
I flew the 2, and yesterday it was like 17, 18 also. And between the two handles better in the wind.
The 2 handles better than the 1 does in the wind?
To me it does. Lance says it's like a kite. But I'm wondering, it depends on how high you go too.
Yeah.
pretty sure that's just pilot error.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's still learning. He'll be all right.
Yesterday I went over 1,000 feet with it, and I was like like 2 feet at the max off the water. So I didn't go high.
You
Yeah,
think so, Uncle Bill? You think so?
I wouldn't have said.
I'd have to. I definitely have to practice with ventriloquism.
I wouldn't have said the tello's like a kite. It's more like a sheet of tissue paper.
Hey, Dominic, tell us a tale.
And there we go. And we're off.
He's off.
That sounded like a porn film.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. And how do you know this, Uncle Bill? How do you know this? Have you seen it?
Inflatable puppet in the closet. Okay. That's how rumors get started, TJ.
Yeah. They've seen inside my closet, like, oh Lord, I'm never gonna hear the end of it now.
So, Uncle Bill, I take it you recovered from your birthday party?
No, when was his birthday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday was? Well, happy belated birthday, Uncle Bill. Where was my invite? How come I wasn't invited to the party?
Well, he
Yeah,
said
wait,
you
the
were, but
party
you
on-
just ignored
It
him.
was a live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get an invite. I should have just showed up. I showed up in my birthday suit with just a tie.
Said I came out his birthday, and then he grabbed my shirt like this, and then he went like this. He went like this.
Who's that?
This, and then he hit me
Sounds like Laura Needs or something.
What's going on?
I think it's Aubrey.
Yeah, so I was just about to mute him, but I think he got there before me. By the sounds of it, it wasn't very good, and I think Justin's about to explode.
Mm.
I'm gonna go and kick some ass.
Mind you, I don't know, because the last time I thought it was Aubrey, it turned out to be Thomas.
All right, Justin, you're muted. Concentration in his face. He's pissed.
Well, anyway, what's everybody up
Anyway.
to this evening?
Well, I just had some dinner and I was trying to do this stupid online application, but
Bill,
I
Ask
was
me in the
having.
morning. It'll be nearer to nearer to my evening.
You know,
Good
hey,
evening.
Bill, now you can explain.
Yeah, 20 past midnight.
All right, man, Justin.
Hey, Bill, he would be fun. He would be fun to show up at your bar, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, shit.
I can see him out in the bowling alley, Bill. Throw them balls. He's on a roll.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh.
Anyway, everybody knows about your inflatable toy in the closet.
Everybody knows about your toy in the closet.
Neighbors all know. It's got one of those sweet boy sound makers in it, you know.
That's funny.
Neighbors, hear that, they know you're happy.
He's gonna laugh his way through life, you know?
That sounds more like the inflatable doll in the cupboard.
That's funny. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good.
What do you think, Justin?
What are you laughing at? Okay. I'm done making TJ laugh.
That's funny.
DJ's having a 404 error. Yeah, he is.
Funny.
So I read out Justin, stop the kids from killing each other.
That's great. That's pretty funny.
Justin, was that Aubrey was having a problem?
Yeah, her and Thomas were fighting.
Oh.
That was great. Oh goodness. Oh, my jaw's hurting now.
DJ should do a kids program every night for kids.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah.
TJ will be the perfect kids program presenter.
Yeah. Hey, kiddies.
Wedgeworth, what's up?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Chris.
Are you sure? You sure you're okay, TJ? Huh? Sure you're all right?
Booga, 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 TJ. Booga, booga,
That's funny.
Don't put his nose on.
Justin, you know you're sharing sound, don't you?
Oh.
That's funny.
What's up, Chris?
Oh goodness.
How you doing, Chris? Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome to the TJ.
Good evening and good night.
You can see TJ every day. He does his TJ's laughing.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh me.
So what do you think, Justin? Is TJ wound down now?
Hope so.
So Bill, how was the birthday party and celebration and everything? You survived it?
No party. You mean no party? What the hell's going on here?
The hell,
TJ.
that's another day.
David said that it was a big party.
Yeah, I thought Bill was the king of parties.
Mm.
It's working now then, Michael. And it's been on my iPhone all night.
TJ's got such a sore throat later. Now he's gonna know what every hooker in Las Vegas feels like.
TJ, it's a good idea that every 8 seconds you stop for a breath.
Oxygen.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I like it when he really gets stoned and he passes out.
That's it. Breathe, TJ, breathe.
That's funny.
No, it's not.
Bill, you can hire him as a bartender.
It's just put him in the front row at the comedy.
He goes,
club.
you want a what?
That's funny.
No, he's not okay, TJ.
What's he laughing at?
Andrew, yeah, he's not okay.
He gets on a laugh tangent.
That's funny. That's great. That's funny.
Well, hopefully Bill doesn't take offense to it because he did start laughing after Bill came in. Not sure if that's what caused it, but
that's great.
Andrew, Al.
oh God, could you imagine TJ high? Holy fuck.
You mean he isn't?
Imagine him on shrooms, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Al.
You have to imagine it. This should be interesting.
That'd probably be worse.
One hit in.
Actually, weed might do it good for him because he'd be like, and then he'd forget what the hell he was laughing about 2 seconds later.
We could make a fortune renting him out to comedy clubs.
Hey, Bill, can you imagine him studying for a 107 pilot test?
Sonny reads a question about the runway and it just sets him off.
Yeah.
In the middle of testing.
Oh, goodness.
TJ go, it says right. And he goes, no, I think it's left. You know.
That's funny.
Can you tell what you were laughing at now?
It was
How did you agree? Oh, too soon.
You had to set him off again, Bill. You had to set him off.
About his oxygen level at this point.
Yeah. Well,
Oxygen level.
the reason he wears a hat not backwards so you don't see the vein come out.
He would knock his knee over.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a nitrous oxide level.
Look at Justin.
No, what originally set TJ off was this. Hold on. Because I went like this. And he lost his shit.
That's it, huh?
Yep, that's all I did. I was playing around with camera settings and he lost it.
No, he started off laughing at that big video he played about them cars,
Oh yeah, that's right.
which I haven't the foggiest idea what the hell was on about.
They said it's Al said, damn poor neighbors.
Yeah.
The fucking
Join us
neighbors
this
are
time
gonna
tomorrow
murder
to
him.
see a TJ stopped.
His neighbors are gonna fucking murder him.
I don't need to worry about it. Only, what, 7:30 there, isn't it?
That's funny.
Yeah, most town ordinances don't kick until like 9 or 10. TJ.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, when it gets to this point, it goes on for hours.
Yeah, no, I'll walk.
That's funny.
Oh, he's like a dog. You gotta take him out and run him out.
That's funny.
You gotta throw TJ a ball back and forth in the backyard.
Throw him a ball. Here, fetch.
Oh goodness.
Hey, but I heard the last person that took him for a walk, he ended up humping their leg.
He just enjoyed it.
Cool cat made a pot of tea while I was laughing. That's funny.
You had enough time to go to the pub and have a pint.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Now, TJ, do you get into a laughing gig when you're out flying with the boys or what?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, I mean, Bill would be the one to ask. He's met up with Bill quite a few times.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he does. Just shake him out of it, though, you know. 'cause
You shake him out of it, okay.
TJ,
You
how
give
do
him
you,
that stern Uncle Bill look, right?
TJ, how do you manage to last a whole day at work without laughing?
He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't. Like the
No, he's
customers
broke
just
out
come
in
in-
laughter.
The customers just come in and like they'll say something or whatever, and like I'll just start laughing, and the whole store like hears it.
Yeah, especially when, the shoplifters, he just laughs them out of the door.
I'm concerned, something tragic, like some old lady slips and falls and can't, I can't get up. And he laughs.
Yeah, and you get TJ. Yeah.
I think I broke my hip.
TJ, never become an ambulance driver.
That's funny.
He'd be a blast working in a psychiatric ward.
Hi there, Bill.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy birthday, belated in person.
Hey, how's my audio? I don't usually stream with this thing. Audio
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just built in my cheap laptop here. Does okay. There's no light in here, but yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
but you got that mood lighting in the background there.
Well, it's one lamp.
It'll be like the old day of Saturday Night Live. Pervassier, the ladies' man.
So, Steve,
Yeah.
did you time how long TJ was laughing?
No, I had to mute it because of the phone call I had to take.
Okay, well, he just kind of calmed down a little bit.
Well, I could see him laughing, because my eye's catching off the side.
But you know what? He went into this laughing jag just about the time Uncle Bill showed up on the screen. Look at Uncle Bill.
So it's all your fault, Bill.
Oh, there you go. Cross-eyed Uncle Bill. And he can do one eye at a time or both together.
Did you hear about the woman who called her boyfriend Courvoisier? And her friend said to her, I thought that was some kind of doctor. And she said, yeah.
See, sometimes you can give TJ gold, nothing. And then you can look at it, do something weird, and he'll just fucking lose his shit.
That's funny.
Well, how long do you have to sleep after this?
I don't know. Probably like a few good hours, hopefully.
I wonder if he ever gets in a laughing fit in his dreams.
Do you ever wake up laughing?
My stepmom used to do that. She would just break out in this heavy laughter when she'd sleep, and it was funny as shit.
Well, TJ never figured to use a bedroom cam for that. He has it for other things, you know. So is the wife back home now, or is she still out at?
She's home. She's upstairs doing whatever. I don't know. She's crowding up the space again with her shit all over the place.
Here we go.
Hey, Teach, just remember, in any relationship, there's compromise.
Now,
yeah, I tried to get it.
Stop laughing. Bring up his wife.
I'm staying out of this conversation. Sarah watches the stream.
I'm not married, but Gitchy's listening. AI is always listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to get her to get rid of all that stuff in the garage that she don't need, but she don't want to for some crazy reason.
I want it for memories.
If she gets rid of all the shit she doesn't need, you might need a place to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's in trouble. No, I'm not talking about that. I heard a car like rev up, hauling ass down the road, and all of a sudden you hear a siren blurt behind them. Oh, they're in trouble.
Sounds like my son's working.
Yeah, you got to watch the sheriffs on this road by my house because they tuck into the trees. And it's only 30 miles an hour down that road. And it sounded like they got up to like 60 hauling ass.
So anyway, Steve, for my birthday, I slept most of the day. I woke up. I played with my truck for a minute because I put a remote starter in it. It was a little gift for myself. So I played with the settings through ForeScan so that I could enable changes in the dashboard. I said I don't have automatic. I don't have my AC is not automatic. You know, it's manual, right?
Right.
But you still have an automatic setting, and what that does is when you start the truck up, it does know the temperature. You know, and it's still somewhat automatic. When you turn on your truck, if it's above 75 degrees, the max comes on automatically. So there is some automatic. So anyway, long story short, I set it to either, you got your choice, either last used or auto. So last used would be whatever it was on when I turned the truck off.
Right.
Auto, it actually, if it's above 75, it puts the max air on.
Cool.
And, yeah, cool. That's right.
Trust me, in the day, the same way like that you're talking about, I had a Dodge Charger that had a black Landau vinyl, you know, the top when they had it been, there's a 70, back it was a 72. And when I was in Air Force out there at Riverside, 109 degrees. We would sit there and run, and we worked in the emergency room, which is like working in a meat locker. We
Right.
take turns running out to our vehicle, get out there, open up the door. You just see this heat wave come out. You'd reach in, start the car, and shut it, and turn the AC on.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I wish we had back then.
Does that one have a mobile app you can download, Bill?
Yeah, you can. I can get that. That's another unit that I could add to it.
Uh-huh.
That has cells that connects through cell service. That's a service though. There's a yearly fee to that. But you buy it for $129, you get the first year free. Then every year after that's $39, which is pretty reasonable.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, usually those services are more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on my Chrysler. I think it was like $15 or $20 a month for that app.
Yeah, no, it's much higher from what my wife. We bought that new car for her, that Hyundai, sitting out there. The 3 years is about up, and I started looking at how much the services are that we've been getting for free for the last 3 years. It's a lot of freaking money, you know. For the it's not OnStar, whatever Hyundai's is called, Blue something or other, you know. So she could. I'd kind of like to have that, and at least they separate that out. But if you want to be able to use the remote start, which she never ever uses because I don't know, she doesn't sweat. I don't know. I like having it. And what I discovered, so one morning it was 82 degrees, so it was on max. The next day it was 72 degrees. The AC was on, but it wasn't on max, which is pretty cool. So yeah. So and if it's cooler than I think 70, it'd just be air. And if I think below a certain temperature, it puts on the heat. So that's all pretty nifty, you know.
Is this your?
Does it leave the doors locked?
So I did that. That took 15 minutes. And then I ate a big bowl of angel hair pasta with meat sauce, which filled me up. So I went back to bed. You know, slept for a while, got up for a little bit. My wife came home and brought me home from some beautiful scallops from this place called Red Crab. They do that Cajun in a bag. They steam this. It's kind of expensive. Anyway, she brought me home scallops and then cooked me a nice sirloin steak on the grill. So I had my little surf and turf dinner and filled up on that and went back to bed. And slept for like an hour and a half and then got up to do my stream.
Was this your car? Is this your car you're talking about?
What?
Like
He's talking about his birthday.
Yeah, before the
No, but, like you're talking about like
your scallops in my car. If that's what you're asking me. No.
Oh, because you were talking about like
I put a remote start unit in my truck. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
$100. Not bad.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, and it just lock, unlock, and it's for some reason my truck. I don't know if someone. I think it gave me a hard time. All right, yeah, I'll bore you guys. It gave me a hard time. Usually, it's really
Randy, what's up?
It's usually really easy to install. Behind your Obi-Wan Kenobi port there, the OBD2. You unplug it, and then you put this jumper thing in between that. And it connects to your from there it goes to your gateway module.
ECU.
Well, anyway, long story short, couldn't do it because my truck has low jacks, and when they put the low jack in, they changed the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it doesn't have a plug in the back anymore because there's an extra wire that goes to the low jack. So now I know where my low jack is because I follow the wire. Anyway, so I was like, oh, what do I do? So I checked out that Can-Am port. It's not Can-Am. It's a network port. It's so the all your modules can communicate together. So I checked it out, and on the other side of it, to the truck, is the plug-in matched exactly to the one that normally goes into the back of the OBD2 port. So I said, well, give it a try. All I could do is not work, right? Because it might not work because it's on the other side of the port. It doesn't matter because I guess clearly it doesn't matter because it works. But so what I did was I hooked up my laptop. I have a ForeScan, which is software for Ford, Mercury, Lincoln, that you can make changes and
code it.
it's like having an expensive Autel unit that you could plug in.
Yeah.
It's $12 a year for the software.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. You just buy one $30 unit that goes from the USB to the OB port, OBT2.
Yeah, for the cord. Yeah. The cable connecting it to it.
I downloaded all my settings and backed them up first. I put the wire when I put the wire on before I put in the little module, just to make sure, and everything's fine. It's working great. Yeah, I was.
Now, how many times did you start your truck unnecessarily because you thought it was cool?
Oh, at least it does. Showing people, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts. Look at that.
You know, I did that with my Chrysler when I first got it too. And then my boss, I was over at my old boss's house one day, and he didn't even realize his car had auto start. He had it for 2 years and never realized it even had auto start. I was like, he handed me his keys and I clicked the button and it started. He goes, "How the fuck did you do that?" I said, "It's right here. You have to press the button twice." He goes, "Oh shit." He's like, "I had that car for 2 years, didn't even know it."
Well, most car companies, it's actually in there that you can do it. You just have to be able to program it and enable it. But then you need the right key fob.
Right.
And that's where it can get expensive, because key fobs, even if you got aftermarket, you can find aftermarkets for $30 to $60 a piece. But then try to get it programmed. Dealerships, they won't program an aftermarket one. You got to buy spares, and it ends up costing you like $300-400 a fob. If you can find a guy who'll do it, the best price I've seen for programming a key fob was $75.
There was a guy that showed how to do it on YouTube, and he had a link for the little machine you could buy, and it was only like $40 or $50 on Amazon for the machine.
Yeah, but to program them, you need a working one. See, that's you basically copy the programming from one to the other. Well,
right.
That won't work, because I don't have a working one that has auto start.
Right, yeah.
And so you would actually have to pay. So doing it for $100 and keeping my original key fob, it was a no-brainer.
Be thankful you've not got a BMW. The battery on the key fob is soldered in.
Yeah.
So when the battery goes, you have to get a new key fob.
That's a money grab if I've ever heard one. Yeah, that's a money grab if I've ever heard one.
Oh, what? For the key fobs? Yeah.
No, I mean soldering the battery in, so you got to take it to the dealer.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Replace your battery?
Yeah. He just said that the BMW key, it's soldered
Battery
in.
and the key fob.
Well, I mean, I guess if you got a solder, you can do it yourself.
No, I've already replaced it. Keep the battery out of my mind.
Yeah, if you can get hold of the battery with the solder tags on it.
You put your 2032 in there, and that's it. You're done. But I'm pretty pleased with the range. Everybody goes, "Oh, it's really short range. You have to stand right next to it." It's bullshit. I started my truck from the back bedroom. Yeah, right through the walls and everything.
Dude, now you need to just get an aftermarket exhaust, and you can annoy the shit out of your neighbors from inside the house.
My neighbor that aftermarket exhaust on a Corvette.
Just unnecessarily starting your truck at 2 a.m.
Yeah, you've got to fit a rev accelerator to it as well now.
That app is a nice thing, though. If you're out and about at a shopping mall or something, I got a black dash, and gray interior. It gets hot in that truck. Even it's a white. Thank God it's a white truck. That helps quite a bit, But you can't, you need the app. I mean, at the house, it's right there in the driveway. I know it's running. You know what I mean? But how do you do it in the parking lot? I mean, I could walk to the door and hit the lock a couple of times and see if I hear a beep. If I hear a beep, that means I'm communicating. So, okay, boom, boom, boom. That's fine. Now I know it's running. But the app makes it really simple. You can look right at it and even tell it AC, or heat or whatever you want. Make sure the doors are locked. That's really about it. I don't have a lot of features in my Excel.
Yeah, but if it's running, they're going to get one of these guys with their break-in, pop the window, hop in, and you go through the truck.
You can't drive it. The only thing that is running is the motor and the AC. The dashboard's black. Nothing. And if you step on the brake, it shuts off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it has, I'm sure it has a timer where it will shut off after like 10-15 minutes.
I have it set to 15. You can set it to 15, 10, or 5. And when you open the door, right on the screen, it says, put in key to drive. It won't go anywhere without the key.
Okay.
And in fact, if you don't, after a certain time, after opening the door, it starts beep 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 beep. It's got a built-in alarm system too, which apparently doing this woke up some alarm features.
Yeah.
It was ready to shut down the whole system, and you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, there's a guy I follow. His name's Benny Johnson. He's in Florida now. He was working in DC. He's a reporter, and he's on YouTube and on Rumble and stuff. He came out to California, and they flew out here. They went over there to the one and only In-N-Out Burger that has ever closed in Oakland, California. In 30 days, they got robbed. The people waiting in line for the drive-through 1,147 times in 1 month. They shut it down. He goes over there to film it. He's standing there filming it. One of his crew is sitting in the truck. All of a sudden, they're filming. Bam! They got an SUV. Somebody broke it. They tried to steal the stuff out of the car, but the guy on the inside grabbed the backpack. He told him to get the F out of here, and it stopped it. But in a closed down place. I mean, it's ridiculous over here. That's why I was asking, because you got to have a key in it. Because like my wife's Honda, it's just the fob, and that's it.
Not at the minimum wage is $20 an hour. There won't be any In-N-Out burgers to rob soon.
I know they're going to save everybody's health that way. We go automatic weight loss. Now who's going to be losing money are all the health clubs.
You remember the Kia thing about, was it last year, where they figured out how to rob the Kias without using the key fob? They were literally just popping the ignition off and sticking a USB plug inside the ignition in this one little piece, and it would start it right up.
Yeah.
They were driving off with them. It was a TikTok challenge actually for a while.
It wasn't just Kia, it was Hyundai too, but I was a little concerned about that. But from what I understand, not to push the start ones. That only works when you have the key start ones. It surprised me.
Al, yeah, you better stay away. When I drive past Oakland, ... Wait, I never drive past Oakland ever.
Well, Oakland used to be the ghetto side of the bridge. Now it's both sides.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good places in there. We used to go to Old Town there. My cousin had an apartment over there. He did clothing sales, like to Longs, Rite Aids, and stuff like that. They used to wholesale stuff to the stores. That was his business. And I mean, it was a nice apartment complex. And I mean, there's a Costco there and a bunch of other stuff right around where he was at, right next to old Bart's.
Well, I mean, Oakland did have some nice areas, but what I'm saying is if you had to compare the two back in the day, San Francisco was a really expensive upscale side of the bridge.
Oh
When
yeah.
you go over to
San
Oakland.
Francisco's got the problems now.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on both sides of the bridge now.
Oakland is
Now
a furniture shop over here.
Now you got freaking homeless encampments outside of $10 million mansions.
What's wrong with Kia?
Yeah.
It was a loophole that some kids figured out last year on how to steal some Kias and Hyundais, and they
TJ's just got himself a Kia.
Randy said, they're junk, they're cheap, they're this, they're that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Malaysian.
Nasty.
It's not too bad. So everything's just flat pack.
They had a problem with the GDI motors. That's
they own Dodge.
I mean, I've never
says
seen
it
that.
all.
Before. I've never witnessed that before, but I don't know.
a lot of the mechanics I watch on YouTube, every one of them almost says that Kia is the #1 hated car that they hate.
Because they could easily get.
Well, no, they just don't like working on them either. They think they're junk.
Sucks too. So it's not just.
Hey, none taken, Randy. I mean, I was just wondering why. I mean, I thought they were. I like mine. It rides pretty smooth and stuff. The previous one I had before, I I was going down the highway and I was on my way to Matt's house, and this guy in a I think it was a white Ford, I think a white truck Ford, and he had
Wasn't
rear-ended. Well, I saw this it was an Escalade or whatever, like merge over into my lane, and then next thing I know, I looked, I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? So I was sitting here trying to like avoid him, and then I went back over, and then this guy comes and rear ends me, and then sideswipes me, and then just fucking takes off, like didn't even stop, and like fucked my car up pretty bad.
So you got a new car?
Yeah.
Another Kia.
Yeah, another Kia. It's a Kia Forte.
What year is it?
2022.
Okay, well you're beyond the problems that they were having with the camshafts. Was cams or cranks? I forget. They had burrs in them. They were blocking the oil. The engines were dying in 40 to 50, 60,000 miles.
And the issue with them stealing the cars, I think, was 2014 to 18.
Well, they
I think
actually,
was the issue.
updated. There was a recall on that. You had to bring
Yeah.
They
But he sh-
that doesn't work anymore. You can get in a Tesla too if you know how to do it. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, you definitely have to be more technical these days if you're going to be a professional car thief, especially with the higher end shit with all the computers and shit. You got to understand them.
Well,
Like-
Kia own Dodge now, don't they?
Yeah, they own Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Yeah, Kia does.
Yeah.
Kia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bought them out a few years back.
No, they don't. No, Fiat. Fiat.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is that Fiat?
Yeah.
Fiat. Very Italian.
They're not Fiat anymore. There's something else.
That's enough.
It's C or something. I forget.
Yeah.
Well, they had a joint thing with Ford years ago where they made trucks and they were called Iveco.
Yeah.
Iveco's still going.
Here, Ford was making Mazda.
no. My motorhome's an Iveco.
Iveco.
It's Iveco.
It's Iveco. I know this because the big factory's only over the road.
Yeah.
Right next to New Holland, where they make the big tractors.
Stellantis, it's called now. That's the company that owns them. Stellantis. That's Peugeot, Fiat. They formed an automotive Opel. Here's all their Abarth, Alfa Romeo, Chrysler, Citroen, Dodge, Fiat, DS, Jeep, Lancia, Maserati, Opel, Peugeot, and Volkswagen.
Peugeot. Yeah, that used to be Roots that owned most of them.
But that's what I'm
There's
talking-
my little blue ice packs out there. Just get one of those
Okay.
in the door.
I won't be a minute. I'm just going to go and grab Justin's blue ice pack.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Kelsey bit her lip and she's trying to get some ice. I told her just go get one of the ice packs.
Is that a blue ice pack near the light switch?
Yeah, the light switch. No, I said in the door,
It's in the refrigerator in the door.
in the freezer.
Yeah, that's where the ice packs are normally kept.
No,
around the
this,
freezer.
no. You do
My
not keep your
reference
ice packs in the refrigerator.
In the
My
freezer.
Why would you put an
reference
ice
was-
pack in the refrigerator? It's not gonna freeze.
TJ, they're not being
TJ.
serious.
My
TJ was
reference
about to
was
argue that
to a
point.
conversation we were having with
Most
Don the
people
other
refer
day.
to it as a refrigerator, even though it's got a freezer and a refrigeration unit, but it's a refrigerator.
Oh.
Are they not just called fridge freezers?
That's a Mana side by side refrigerator freezer.
They're just called fridge freezers over here. Fridge
Yeah, my
freezer. Done.
My reference was to Blue Canary by the light switch,
The hell is that?
a song that we were discussing with Don the other day by They Might Be Giants.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Build another birdcage in your soul.
Oh,
It's gonna have the
that line I can remember, but I can't think of the song.
No, that's not Mexican. That's
Oh, you've got it in my head now.
Yeah, you are correct.
That line.
Gregoire is no longer.
What is OV?
Uh,
Blue Canary by the light switch.
You guys
That what
decide what I'm gonna eat tonight. My wife just
will be the bird cage in your soul.
so I can
What?
either order pizza or she made enchilada casserole.
mm,
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Go with the enchilada casserole.
It's actually pretty good. I had some already. It's like I was calling it Mexican lasagna. That's not Mexican. Enchilada.
close enough.
I upset her.
Enchilada casserole.
Why
Yeah.
can't that be called a Mexican lasagna? That's a good term for it.
Isn't an enchilada something like a taco or a burrito?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
How can you make it in a casserole then?
Just made it in a pan, heat it up.
It's like when you
Right.
make taco pie. You never made taco pie?
No.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
that soft shell in there, for layers, and the meat, and the
Yeah.
cheese, and the, whatever.
Yeah, so taco pie, we put crescent roll in the bottom of the baking dish and then bake it until it, gets browned. And then we put taco meat in there, cheese, onions, everything that goes in, that you put in tacos, and then put it back in the oven for about 10, 15 minutes. Pop it out and you got taco pie.
Yeah,
And you put a layer of crescent roll on the top.
nice.
It's really good.
Croissant. Croissant.
Where
And
do you
you
put
can-
the salad?
Well, you can add your salad and your sour cream, all that stuff. You don't want to get all nasty trying to cook. Put all that on afterwards. Your salad, your sour cream.
Your
You just put
salsa and guacamole.
Yeah, you just put your meat and your cheese and your onions and stuff like that can go into the oven.
God,
Cook
why
it
is
and-
guacamole so fucking expensive?
Mm,
I like buying my own avocados and just making it myself. It's cheaper because you can get avocados super cheap.
mm.
We can't.
I just
They grow them over there. They do not grow avocados over here.
Oh yeah, the avocados are big in California.
Guacamole.
One of my dad's friends actually owns an avocado farm somewhere down by San Diego.
Yep, Fallbrook,
Yeah,
most
He has a-
likely.
he used to bring up bags of them for me and my dad to take home when he'd go down there to check on his farm.
Yeah, they're just starting to come in. The one tree my mom planted decades ago it's already got a couple of them starting to come out already.
Mm.
I mean, I've got 2 pear trees, but they are conference pear and I can't remember what the other one was now, but it's a really nice, big, juicy, very pale green.
Mm.
Oh yeah, fresh pears are good.
It's not like it's not like an avocado, which is got greasy and oily.
Mm.
I love avocados. Just cut it
Cut 'em.
open, put it over a spoon, some salt, pepper on it, or lemon pepper on it, and
You know what I did one time with an avocado? I put an egg inside of it. Like I scooped a little bit of out and then put an egg, cut it, did like, and then
Yeah.
Like a raw egg or a cooked
yeah.
egg?
no, yeah, you put the egg inside and then put like whatever seasoning you want and then put it in the oven and let it cook for a little bit and then mix it all together and that's a
I
pretty
have
good breakfast.
never heard that before.
No,
Is that
I
what-
got a little concerned when you said, you know what I did with an avocado once?
We know what he did with a cucumber.
Was that just something you did with, like a recipe you found or something you came up with?
No, it's a recipe or something I saw on the internet like a long time ago.
Interesting. Yeah, I never heard that.
wow, that's cheap. 10 large ones for £2.
Yeah, it's very.
That's dirt cheap.
Join us, Toolcat, Michael.
What?
So I'm
I wish.
So you guys, what, you guys import your avocados from the US or somewhere over there? Mark?
Possibly Israel. We get a lot of our
Or
strawberries from Israel as well.
is 2 pounds the same thing as $2?
No,
2
No,
pounds is a lot more expensive.
That's
About
ridiculous.
$1.30 to the dollar.
Well, I mean, if you're just comparing what they are, yes. If you're
comparing oranges to apples.
But if you're if you're putting the exchange rate in there, it's different. But if you were to
Yeah.
say 2 pounds, you can think in your head, yeah, it's $2. If you're just
$2.60.
talking to somebody.
Why would you think that? It's 2.60. It's closer to $3.
No, I'm just saying if you're comparing
said
the
it's
term
$3,
pound to dollar.
Why
I
would you
thought like
thing.
2
If you're
pounds
not
is
putting the
same thing as
exchange rate in there.
$2.
And in euros, you got €1.17 to the pound at the moment.
That's just a little bit more, yeah.
In Australia, it's like 10,000
So a
Yeah.
euro
Australian bucks to everyone.
dollar than a pound is.
Wow, the pound
Hey?
sterling's down.
Yeah, the euro's stronger
124
than the
right now
dollar.
today.
That's about 250 for 10 for two for
That's almost the point of it. That's about the same as a euro.
it's 25 cents on avocado. That's yeah. That's yeah.
A
That's cheap.
couple
Not
of bucks,
bad.
at least 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, we're fortunate over here. We'll stop off at there's it's a church and they have like a secondhand store and everything, but they've got a farm just not even a half a mile from the house. And they'll bring them in and you can get this bag of like 10 avocados for about $5.
Oh, sure. California's a big producer of avocados, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
And
huge. but
strawberries, too.
They're not cheap.
Strawberries and cherries too.
Hey, Mark, do you
Mhm.
remember your first avocado?
I have.
No, you didn't get it. It's gone. It's gone. No, it's gone. The advert.
Actually,
You remember your
What
first
advert?
avocado? Dime bars.
actually, I think
I like Dime
California
bars.
Yeah.
I
doesn't
don't like avocado.
Yeah.
doesn't California outproduce oranges now than Florida? I think they actually do more oranges now.
I know. But yeah, the
I've got a-
advert starts off. He goes, "You remember your first avocado?" Then he starts going on about dime bars, and he goes, "You remember your first dime bar? Avocado."
I know about 90% of our orange groves around here are all gone now due to
I've got a bag of
Bill.
mini Dime bars in my fridge.
Laura loves them. I hate them.
Now,
Every
I have
couple-
a real dumb question.
Did you say in the fridge?
The way our dollar is,
Yeah.
how has the value gone up? The euro is right now today is $1.07 versus the dollar.
Not
Mhm.
much then.
That's what I said. When you said 117 per pound, that means it's even closer to the dollar. I guess
Yeah, well, the pound is 124.
the economy's
Yeah.
sucking wind right now, I guess.
It was 29 last week.
Hey, who's the biggest producer of avocados in the world?
Who?
Who? Go ahead, guess. Really,
Ooh, your feet don't
Mexico,
fit no
probably.
lint.
it's really tough guess. What do you think?
Israel,
Brazil.
No,
Italy,
Mexico.
California.
Mexico.
I was going to say somewhere that way.
All right.
Brazil, Mexico, that way.
Mexico by
Let
more
me
than,
think
by
now.
more
A place
twice.
where guacamole comes from. Yeah.
by more than
Exactly.
by more than twice the second place.
Get guacamole in Tesco's.
Then Colombia, then Peru, then
That's why I said. That's why I said Mexico because a lot of them, if you see them here, like you go to Costco and you get those like mesh bags you buy at or Sam's Clubs and when they're selling them, Acho in Mexico or product.
yeah, United States is 13th.
Mm.
13th
So where's
producer of
where's
avocado.
this? Where's Israel?
Israel is 9th.
Where's the UK? Not in the list.
We don't grow them,
Somebody will.
but we probably do. You can grow them, but it won't be grown commercially.
Oh, they will. Been greenhouses somewhere.
He's still
Yeah,
looking.
cool cat. Florida's, well, at least in my area, the orange groves, man, they're getting bought up by developers and housing complexes and shit.
My goodness.
We barely have any
Five of
left
them
anymore.
five of them for a pound, a quid. That is a steal.
We're down to just like.
Where are they? Where you get it? Where are they coming from? Florida?
No, Israel.
No, I'm just saying he has down below. He said Florida. I wonder if that's where the avocados are coming from.
Yeah, Centre Island Aldi. Which means there'll be Chinese rip-offs.
Yeah.
If it's from Aldi, that'll be the cheapest you'll get them.
But don't count on it. Aldi's getting expensive.
Oh, cool, Kay. You should see pistachio trees.
You know,
Those are
England or
trippy.
the UK didn't even make the list.
I've never seen a pistachio tree before.
It's two different trees and they crossbreed them, and like half the tree looks different halfway up the tree.
England.
It
and
looks like
UK
two different
didn't
trees
even
put
make
together.
the top 71. Make the list. They don't produce avocados in England or the UK.
Grafting is a big point of anything when you're talking about fruit trees.
Yeah. If you want to know about mixing plants, Justin, this is very true, and it only happens here in the UK. On the border between Lancashire and Yorkshire, the rose plant grows half white and half red, and it's how the Lancashire gets its red rose and the Yorkshire gets its white rose.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like I said, if you ever seen a pistachio tree, they're pretty trippy looking because it does look like two different trees in one.
And it's a criminal offense to pick one.
My uncle had one, a little small pistachio farm in Southern California when I was little. Had a couple hundred trees.
My ex's house in the Seychelles, we had cashew nut trees, mango, papaya, banana.
There's only 3 states that produce avocados for commercial sale in this country.
I'd assume it's all on the West Coast.
Complete state, an awful state, and a bloody stupid state.
No. By tonnage, California by far number 1, 138,500 tons. Second place is Florida, but way behind, 18,050 tons. And then third place is Hawaii.
Yeah.
300 tons. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, that's it.
It's enough for Hawaii.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Compared to what Mexico is, it's like 8.5 million tons or something like that a year or something.
What's that?
Mexico is like 8.5 or 8.7 million tons a year.
But it makes you wonder where they get the land to grow the weed.
You can put your weed in there. It's 2,592,581 tons. Yeah, by far. Number 2 is Colombia at 1 million tons. 2.5 times that. Peru, Dominican Republic, Kenya.
Oh yeah, 2 million tons. I'm sorry, I was looking worldwide.
Kenya, Indonesia, Brazil, Vietnam, Israel, Haiti, Chile, Ethiopia, United States, Guatemala, China,
Spain.
What? China.
Venezuela, Spain, South Africa, Morocco, Malawi,
Malawi, I think it is.
Australia.
No, Malawi. It's
Where the
in Africa.
Malawi? Where the heck are we?
Malawi's in Africa.
Where the heck are we?
The Indians. You never heard that? Oh.
Yeah, but I think it was called the Fagawi Indian tribe is what it was.
No, it was the Monty Python sketch. It was the Where the Fuck Are We?
Yeah, but you couldn't say that on television here in the United States. F Troop. I mean, he told that story how they got there. They traveled for days and
There you go, TJ.
and they fell off a cliff. And when they landed at the bottom of the cliff, they were all lost and looking around, and they said, "Where the heck are we?" That was
Where the heck are we?
So,
That's pistachio tree.
yeah, so down here at the bottom, it looks like all bark, like a regular tree. And then you can see where it splits and it's all smooth going up. No bark. It's two different trees grafted together, like crossbred.
I had grafted trees in my backyard. Top half died, the bottom half lived, and now the bottom half is starting to sprout. We had infestation of those white bugs that couldn't kill. I wanted to grow oranges in my backyard, man. I live in Florida. You're supposed to be able to do that.
No, pineapples grow really good around here.
Of course they do.
I don't have no issues growing those.
At one point, this was the biggest area. This area where I'm living in was like the biggest producer of pineapples in the world.
Yeah, they grow like, I mean, if you put them outside in your yard, they don't have any issues growing. You don't really have to do anything with them.
Right by
You
what?
know, if you cut the top of a pineapple and plant it, you could grow like other pineapples.
Yeah, so
But you
that's
can
how
grow
everybody does it.
avocado trees. We've sprouted one here.
My
Just take the
grandma,
seed, dry it out, put it in water, let it grow, and after the roots start to
my
come out.
grandma used to do that. She used to take the toothpicks and stick them in the
Yeah,
avocado and put them in
exactly.
the water, and it would, on the window ledge.
Yep, you got it, Bill.
In a jam jar.
That's how my mom got her tree to start.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they do that. Cool cat. What the reasoning why they crossbreed them like that? That might be a root.
There's Tim.
One of my pear trees has a graft on it, so that there are two different pairs on it.
When my uncle had a tractor, you put the tarp around the bottom of the tree and it would grab onto the tree and shake the living shit out of it. Go like that. Then all the nuts would just fall down on the tarp. What's up, Tim?
Oh, it's back just in time for the TJ. Those little monkeys that you wind up with the cymbals.
Yep.
Yeah, pistachios are a bit like oysters. If
Huh?
they're open, they're dead.
Yeah, you should hey Bill, you should look for a harness you can put on that's got a crank on the back, and then get him a couple of cymbals, and he can walk around going.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna back out of here. Dinner time.
Hey,
Here on
Steve.
the right
Getting
west
to that
coast.
time of day.
Oh yeah, California. I forgot. Hey,
Take care, Paul. Good to see you. Keith, Dominic,
See you,
Bill,
Steve.
Mark, Justin,
yeah, Steve.
David,
How's your lady,
Joe.
Steve?
You'll have a
20
great
past
rest of
one.
your evening and morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell TJ to breathe. Breathe.
Called Joey, but the reason I'm calling this kind of a help, if you are an expert, there's a battery switch, or I think mine with the to close on its own when it's done.
What was that?
Oh, you can hear that?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
something about the batteries.
That was on
Uh,
TJ then.
Tim, I
His sex
message you
toy-
back if you're listening.
His sex toys run out of battery.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, TJ?
Left my
You can tell that they've shown TJ this video so many times because it still shows that Paul watched it.
all right,
Or
you ready?
Bill.
What you do first, hit the switch,
Oh,
turn
for the
it
love
on.
of God, turn the switch on. TJ.
Oh god.
Is that the thing that Alexa sent you?
The thing that Alexa sent.
Alexa, yeah, Alexis. Isn't it?
Alexis, yeah.
No. Amazing how many videos there are of symbol crank craft.
Oh, I know, right? Cool cat.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim.
Tim.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, those things are pretty violent to the trees.
Hi, Mr. Cat.
No.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Everybody cool. You. Randy.
I'm gonna go heat up some Mexican lasagna.
Mexican lasagna.
Yeah.
It's a lasagna made out of guacamole.
Enchilada casserole. There's recipes all over the internet for it. So she started some.
Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli.
She saw some recipe for it. It's got cheese, enchilada sauce, and meat. It's an enchilada, but it's a big giant one in a pan.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't know where Michael's come up with Tim because I can't see him anywhere in the chat.
He just did the eyeballs in the chat again.
When?
Right above Steve when
about
Steve
5
said hello
minutes
to him.
ago.
Well, your chat may have froze. It
Yeah,
does
the
that
chat might
sometimes.
frozen. While you do that, while Bill does that, I'm getting myself a cup.
I know Michael's chat froze like hours ago and he couldn't get into the chat for 2 hours, but he's made up for it since. Still cannot see Tim anywhere.
You're definitely there.
Unless you're not on live chat. Are you on top chat?
No, I'm on live. Top messages, it says.
Yeah, it might be why you're not able to see. I don't even know why the fuck that's even a choice. It should just be live chat all the time. I don't know why it gives you that choice, but whatever reasoning they have it, nobody uses it. So
Bye.
Yeah.
DJ does.
He wanted to follow Facebook.
Ah, there he is.
What? Does what?
DJ uses Top Chat.
Yeah, sometimes I
That's
do,
what
yeah.
really not annoyed me about Facebook when they got rid of most recent and changed it to top messages. Now you get a message from like 4 days ago that says your neighbor bought an axe. Yeah. What they don't tell you 5 minutes ago in most recent, he said he's nipping round to his neighbors to knock him the axe the hell out of them.
So you got people watching you, David, or what?
No one's watching me, I don't think. I hope not, anyway.
I thought maybe your neighbors were watching you.
he's got curious delivery men for that.
Actually, that delivery guy has not been back ever since. It was clearly Laurie was interested in.
Well, you're going to have to stop for a moment answering the door in her pajamas then.
A little bird flying an airplane. That's awesome.
Later, Rigger. See you later, man.
See you, Rigger.
Oh, I got your messages in Steam, by the way, but Steam blocked them, so I don't know what you were trying to send me. It showed it was 2 YouTube links, but it said they were blocked by Steam.
Sour creamer, guacamole somewhere.
Yeah, I saw that, Cool Cat. I saw his Facebook post and he messaged me about it. Yeah, I'm ready to check it out. As soon as things calm down around here, maybe Saturday we'll do it. Jump in there. Definitely Saturday, but I don't know about the rest of this week.
Oy.
Justin, what did you think of that YouTube I sent you? The North Koreans always look on the bright side of life.
Hi, Sean.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sean, if you got Armor 3, if you want to jump in and play with us on Saturday, Rigger set up a private server with a base and everything. We're a rebellion faction fighting against the powers of the government.
On the little bit I saw, I didn't see any enemies. Just you two, nobody else. You fired a few shots at something, but there was nothing there.
Oh, they were there. It's just
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are
Hi.
you?
Hi.
Leo.
I think I'm going to eat this. I'm going to shower and get to bed early because tomorrow morning, got to be at work at 8, but I got a league at 8. Got a league at 10:30. I got a camp of 28 kids at 10:30.
Oh, goodness.
And they had to take.
That sounds hectic.
Then they had to take the camp that comes with pizza and drinks.
Going out?
And a gift card and a card to go into the arcade. So they're going to be there a while. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to suck.
Have your schools broken up or something if they're all at camp?
No, it's not really. It's not. It's called a camp, but it's not a camp. It's actually a school.
All right.
What it is they took all the kids that made honor roll, and it's like a day out with the principal, kind of a reward for being on the honor roll.
All right. I get you.
You've been very good this year. Would you like to go on a special trip now?
Teachers will have them under control. You think so, huh?
Where'd Joe go?
The teachers will be in the bar.
Honor students will be well behaved. Okay.
Everybody still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, I died.
Yeah, it was short. I wanted to show Joe, but I was waiting for him to get back. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I'm about to call it.
I know his chair's still there.
Oh, you don't want to be doing that, Dominic.
He might be making us dinner.
You're going to get blamed.
Your eye is rather
Stop
big,
the
Mark.
pigeon. It's just normal to me, Teach.
Yeah.
Apparently. Apparently, you can fast forward through shorts by holding down your left mouse button.
Oh, no.
I don't know why that.
So they only last half a second instead of 3.
Yeah, I don't know why they have that feature, but you can't rewind the damn thing. Like, I'd rather rewind than go forward. And I wish they would put a fucking volume control on these things too. Because some of them are really fucking loud and then some of them are super quiet and you can barely hear them. There's no volume control on the shorts.
Yeah, they should have an auto volume level. They should have an auto volume level on some people.
All shorts should have a volume control. That way, when you release a fart, you can make it quiet. Nobody knows it was you.
Silent but deadly.
I think Paul Wedgenbiggs is the worst for that.
Oh,
Some
yeah,
of them are that loud they deafen you, and the other ones you just can't hear at all.
His audio is just. Sometimes I'm coming back from my dad's, so on a Sunday night I'll have Paul's stream in my truck, in my car, and you got it turned up so you can hear people, and then all of a sudden some video will come on, and boom, it just blow you right out of the.
Oh yeah.
I was cooking.
Joe was cooking.
I was
Oh,
listening
Joe.
and cooking.
You
And
guys,
it
you
wouldn't
guys,
be
you guys
quite
made
so
him
bad
hungry.
if it wasn't like
Bill talking
2
about
o'clock
that
in the
taco
morning
salad.
here.
Oh wow!
Hey, Joe, I got a short for you.
Joe is always making me hungry because he's always sending me pictures of his food. Like, ooh, look at what
Hey,
I made. Look what
You
I
ready,
made.
Joe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
I love those.
Yeah.
When he does all the different countries.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I'd like to share that Monty Python always look on the bright side of life North Korean thing, but
Yeah, I think you'd get
I think
kind
I
of.
might get hit.
Yeah, Monty Python would be something else.
I love some good old Monty Python. That's great stuff right there.
Yeah, but this sketch, it's the North Korean army.
Yeah.
And it starts off with always look on the bright side of life. And then suddenly it starts showing the crappy weapons and goes, always look on the bright side of death. Doo-doo. They're all marching along.
Just before you draw your terminal breath.
Do you think the neighbours will get pissed off if I start putting pictures up at this time of night? It's only 1:35.
Yeah, still early yet.
Still early, isn't it?
What's your favorite Monty Python movie?
I like the Holy Grail is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only one, really.
Life with Brian has its moments. Holy Grail is the best. I purchased it so I can watch it anytime.
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? What are you gonna do?
Here's one more for
Is
you.
it the Holy Grail where he takes the Trojan horse?
I'll bite your legs off.
Yeah.
Here's
It's the Holy Grail
Just
where
the
he takes
flesh
the
wound.
Trojan horse and put it outside the castle and they take it in. He goes, now what do we do? He goes, well, we sit inside the horse and they've already taken it in.
Oh yeah. They're outside of the horse, and then they bring the horse in, and then they launch it over like, oh my god!
Here's one more
This
for
will
you, Joe.
all be yours. What, the curtains? Oh, not that curtains. You.
No, no.
Here's one more for you, Joe.
Come on. Yeah.
Hello, darling. It's been a long, cold winter.
Here comes the sun.
Do-do-do.
That's funny. And he'll get clipped and demonetized for that song.
Merely a flesh wound.
You usually don't get hit for shorts.
When your father smelled of elderberries.
Yeah, but this is not a
Oh,
short.
yeah,
this
your
is
father
live.
smelt of elderberries. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
No.
I popped my your general direction.
More Lupin.
I'll fart in your general
That was my
direction.
first time playing Sean. Bite me.
It's just a flesh wound. It's just a-
Not more
Held
Lupins.
up the holy hand grenade.
Oh yeah, the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Oh my god! And they were chased by the creature in the cave, and two Terry.
Oh yeah,
Terry
they're reading the stuff on the wall and like in the castle of What? The castle of
I want a shrubbery.
a shrubbery.
I
You
want a
must go in
shrubbery.
the forest and chop down the largest shrubbery with a herring.
I got a question, TJ. You got to be watching this on like where you could pause it, because when you start laughing, you're gonna miss half the movie.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a waste of money to go to a show.
Yeah.
She's a witch. How do you know she's a witch?
How do you know? Well, she does got a wart.
She turned me into a newt.
she turned.
Well, I got better.
Is that a European swallow or an African
Look.
swallow?
Well, never mind that, Bill. Next time you do a sketch, don't do it like that. That was just spitting image of one of Laura's shorts. Did you see the face he pulled? It's just one of the faces Laura pulled on her shorts.
Sean, when you can get a controller that actually works, then you can play on my level. Huh?
Hey, Dominant, long as
Yeah.
it's a female swallow, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
And the female's doing the swallowing? Okay.
Speaking of swallow, Avada 2 looks like a swallow when it's flying.
Mm.
Have you been chased by birds yet, Joe?
The swallows were flying all around it, and in the video you can see it looks just like it looks about the same shape.
It looks
Yeah,
absolutely nothing like the same shape.
You don't have
Okay.
you don't have enough batteries to make it to Capistrano.
Nope.
Cool Cat, I think Sean's biggest concern is whether he can actually run that on his Chromebook. Wait for it. Wait for it.
That does work. You've got a fidget spinner. Great, we don't need Join us for the same time tomorrow with TJ. We'll still be laughing and clapping.
Oh, look at there you
That's
funny.
We need to hook him to a heart monitor to see what happens when he starts laughing like that. Yeah, Harvard Stone.
Harvard Stone.
That's hilarious.
Said he's doing it, yeah.
That's funny.
He's almost clapped out. Can you tell, Bill?
Yeah, I think I'm almost at that. So.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh. All right, we'll see you later, Sean.
That was way too funny.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I think we've
Yeah.
had enough fun with TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And
Tomorrow's another day.
tomorrow's another day.
Time to call it. I'm calling it.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, Dominic
Tomorrow's-
called it. Okay.
Tomorrow's
Bill,
today.
thanks for being here.
Bye,
I know-
everybody.
I know,
Tomorrow's
I know,
today,
I know
today's
Uncle
tomorrow.
Bill just cherishes every minute he gets to listen to TJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tomorrow's
everybody.
today for us. It's tomorrow from Paul, and it's yesterday for Dominic.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Have a beautiful
Hey,
time.
y'all.
Y'all come back now.
Y'all come
yeah?
back now.
DJ will still be here giggling.
Pretty sure that's copyrighted.
It's on the end of Bill Street.
No, I'm pretty sure Bill copyrighted it.
Y'all come back. Y'all come back down here.
Keep waving there, Dominic. Keep waving. We're getting there.